started at the Drake concert. Blame Drake. I came down with some type of new COVID, new strain of something. My everyday movements has been, I got like a little really makeshift stall in the crib. I got to get like the official shit like installed. But I've been like in the sauna for like every day, maybe like an hour or two. My temperature was off. Some type of cold or flu. Like I'm a Jamaican, so I'm like, I'm gonna tough it out. I'm gonna sweat it out. I did not go to the doctor at all. Fuck antibiotics and all that bullshit they're gonna give you, or what the fuck they gonna tell me like, oh, you have COVID. Fuck out of here. Again, I was feeling perfectly fine before I went to the Drake concert, and I literally believe like there's a part of the Drake concert. Well, not really part of the Drake concert. After the concert's over, Drake and his team, right? Drake and 21's team, they give like they're trusted guys. So you'll see Chubbs or you'll see 21's manager, like his friends. They get these little things that they could just give it to bad bitches, that the bad bitches could come back afterwards. I ain't gonna lie, man. These niggas is getting a lot of pussy. I'm gonna keep it a beat. So after the concert, like there's scouts just walking around in the concerts like, are you bad? Come back for the after party. Like that's what's happening. I ain't know what the fuck going on. So anyway, they invite me back there, and I realize it's literally about like 18 dudes and about 300 bitches. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, how did we shrink down the whole arena from 30,000 to 300 bitches and 18 dudes? Now, you got to imagine, if you a bitch that's floating around these arenas, and you get one of these things that say you come back to, I think they were calling it the OVO Lounge. These bitches is thinking they're about to suck Drake the fuck off. Like, come on now, you feel me? So I'm in there, I'm noticing some other like little famous things. I'm like, is that Christian Combs? Where the Deleon, nigga? What the fuck? Shake that I see him over there. But there's a whole lot of bitches. And I ain't gonna lie, that's where I identify me getting sick. Because the thirst in that room was insatiable. That was also the night I was supposed to meet Drake. Drake was hitting me like, yo, come to blah, blah, blah. Like, we're chilling here. Like, I want to meet you. Nigga, it was so many whores like trying to stuff through the door like a fucking canned sardine. I said, bro, all 300 of you bitches cannot fuck one man or two men. I'm out of here. I got to go home. I've watched this concert. It's great. Chopped it up with Savage. It's great. I'm leaving. But after that, I wasn't feeling the same. So came back. My temperature was off. Of course, my stupid ass, I still went to like I think I went to like 2 more concerts. But I lost my voice in between that. And my temperature was off. And I think the last stream I was able to do, and I ain't even gonna lie to you, the only reason why, I'll keep it 100 with y'all now. The only reason why I even streamed that Travis Scott shit, like Drake hit me. Drake was just like, yo, Ak, are you streaming tonight? And I'm like, wait, Drake's asking me if I'm streaming? I'm sick as fuck. I'm like, yeah, I'm streaming. This is after the album's out. This is like 1 a.m. I should have knew he was about to diss a bunch of niggas on it. So I'm like, yeah, I'm streaming. I'm like, fuck. I got to like muster up enough energy to go stream this shit. But yeah, that's it's been for the last like week. I felt better for the last like 4 or 5 days, but honestly, like I've just kind of like just chilled out and just kind of watched, I do my little, analyzation of what's going on in the culture. There ain't a motherfucking thing going on in streaming right now. Like not a goddamn thing. And I'm so happy that I'm actually back. So, if you guys have missed my pretty much almost daily streams, I'm officially back. I apologize for, obviously I can't control the health aspect of it, but I apologize for kind of leaving y'all dry without content. Trust me, for the last 3-4 days, I try to look at everybody, stream everybody content, and no disrespect to everybody. I finally realized, I said, fuck, I am Thanos to this bitch, because these niggas is boring as paint drawing. So, Big Ak is back. We got a lot of shit to talk about. I won't make this a whole, like, just pity party about me, because we got a shit ton of topics to talk about. Some of our favorite rappers, they're looking like they're going gay. We got to talk about with Kodak, he's in the hospital. YNW Melly, which I know a lot of people, by the way, I read all y'all DMs. Y'all were like getting on my ass. I said, damn, you gonna cover this shit for like damn near a month. and then we get to some type of resolution with the Melly case and your ghost. You ain't really saying nothing. Yeah, we'll speak on that today. Obviously Utopia, it sat with me for like a week and some change. I'll give you the update on what I think about that. Also, the sales are coming out. Tours are getting canceled left and right. Salute to Moneybag Yo. He just canceled a few dates. You know, we talked about the baby stuff. I have a little bit more insight that I could add on to those conversations, and I can't wait to get into it. But with all that being said, I just want to say thank you guys for, you know, either following up with me via DMs, however you communicate with me. Trust me, I seen every day you guys was just like, yo, bitch, nigga, get online. Are we bored? We're going through some shit. Like, you're usually our entertainment, and trust me, I felt horrible for me not being here, but I'm back now. Okay, so we should probably start, and I'll give you, where should we start? Where should we start? Where should we start, people? I see some people talking about we should talk about Moneybag Yo. We should talk about Utopia. Talk about Lizzo. The Lizzo topic. We're gonna have to dissect. Like, you know, we'll get to it. Just tell me where you want me to start. By the way, even Tate got free today. So Tate's not on house arrest, but he's still gonna be facing criminal charges in a Romanian court. I see a lot of people saying Lizzo. Some people saying too many topics. No, we got all the topics. Somebody says, let's talk about 50 Cent and his tickets. Okay, you know what? Let's start out with tickets. Y'all want to start with that? Okay, so I got some more insight for y'all. You know, without saying too much or saying either names, the last stream that I did and I broke down the whole baby thing, I was, not that I speak out of the ass, but I was 100% correct. Everybody relevant in the industry reached out to me. I mean, everybody. And when I mean everybody, I'm not just saying random people. People connected to even these things. They all reached out to me and said, Ak, we thought because, you know, maybe you still don't really fuck with baby, you were going to be biased. You were absolutely spot on. Like, you're 100% right. And that was very encouraging because I always try to, like, you know, be very honest. But I did find out some more information, and I'm going to try to give to y'all and hopefully help you understand what's going on in this game. Because fans usually believe, and I'm a fan too, so on surface level, we believe when a guy can't sell out a ticket or can't sell out an arena or can't do whatever, they're flopped. Like, they're done. Like, niggas is finished out here. But there's a lot more plays to be done. I'm going to explain to y'all what's going on now. And I'm going to explain to you why this Moneybag Yo thing happened. And also, I'm going to tell you who they wish they could do it to, but they can't. I'm going to give you a hint on that. Cardi. Okay. Let me break this down for you for a second. I don't think I'll blow your mind, but I'll give you some additional information you didn't know. Okay. All right. Y'all ready for the story? I know y'all love great stories, right? Y'all ready? And by the way, again, I'm keeping it super neutral because, again, yeah, I might have little personal biases here and there, but the reason why we are, you know what I mean, we are number one for even the industry niggas who watch like, you know, daily content or whatever. Trust me, they all hit me. The reason why is because they know we're giving it up real and we know what we're talking about. So sometimes you got to put the biases to the side. Okay, so let me give you the story of what's really going on in this industry. Now, the leader in touring currently, and I hope the story, you got to follow along. It's, you know, okay, start here. In the music industry, there's three big entities. Universal. Universal owns Capitol. It owns so many other labels, Republic, where Drake and Nicki and everybody else is at. Then you have Sony. Sony owns RCA. Sony owns Epic and a few other labels. Then you have Warner. Warner owns Atlantic. Warner owns Warner Main, and a few other things. And I think they just bought into 300. They own 300 as well. Now, why am I saying that? Because a lot of times to understand what's going on, you need to understand market share. By the way, you know who I ran into at a Drake concert when I went like the second time? I ran into this guy named Mike Kaiser. Mike Heiser wanted to get on a call with me after I pretty much exposed Atlantic Records. And it wasn't that I exposed him, even though he's still an executive there. He know everything I was saying was completely the truth. Except I'm just not in pocket or in bed with you guys, so I'm going to say what the truth is. So remember when I said that, Atlantic can stop spending. That's why Meek's not there. That's why Young Boy left. That's why Kodak, whatever. Great. So the reason why that happened is because Atlantic, which is owned by Warner took an IPO. If you don't know what IPO is, it's an initial public offering on the stock market, which made them a public company. And when you're a public company, people want to see that you are profitable each quarter. So what does that mean? What happens in music is you have to spend a lot. And didn't I tell you this before? One executive told me when I was trying to get on my label shit, they say, sign 10 niggas. If one succeed, you pay for the rest. So that's how the music industry works, usually. That doesn't really make a great thing for the stock market. So what happens with Atlantic basically said, we got all these niggas catalog. We own them. We're not giving it back to them. If they're not popping now, we're just not going to spend more money on trying to get them popping. We'll just live off their catalog, which means we'll cut our losses and invest in, and we'll just gain profit. I think you guys are following me because I know you guys are smart. So that's how I was able to call out Atlantic. I said, that's what they're doing. They're letting all their talent go. Kodak, you could go to Capitol. Young Boy, you could go to Capitol. Meek, you're now a free agent. They cut ties with every damn body. They cut ties even with PNB Rock before he passed away. Okay. So that was kind of easy for me to surmise and do. But why was that done? It's because of business and market share. And a lot of times us fans, and this is why this stream exists, we are fans, but if we're going to really understand the game, we can't just be like these little dumb fans on Twitter or TikTok just thinking that, oh, it's just all about the music. There's a lot more levels to this. So let's get into the touring game for a second. You want me to break this down? I'll break it down. So the reason why I brought up the music label game is to tell you about market share. Now, what's happening in touring? It's happening all over. The number one company that does touring within the United States is a company called Live Nation. Okay? Remember what I'm telling you. Live Nation. And by the way, somebody just reminded me, they said, no, it's called X now, not Twitter. Yeah, you're right. So Live Nation is the company that is throwing the biggest tours. For example, even Drake's tour, they're the partners on that, with Ticketmaster and all that type of shit. Now, what you're seeing recently is that Live Nation is having some slight competition, and this is where everything is coming from. Okay? I want to make this very clear to y'all. Now, who are their competition? Keep in mind they're running the game. Their competition are about 2 to 3 companies, but one company in particular is what you're going to realize that keeps coming up. And I guess to make this, I'm giving you a little bit of the summary before the whole story. Remember when I said about Lil Baby, I was just like, why is everybody who was saying Lil Baby was hot a couple weeks ago now saying he's cold? This ain't a fan thing. This is a company competition. I'm giving you out a story. Live Nation, who's doing Drake's tour, who's doing all these other tours, who's doing Beyonce's tour, do the biggest tours in the world. They have a monopoly on every artist who wants to go on an arena tour, needs them. Live Nation got outbid for a few artists recently. And there starts the infraction on their market share. Of course, Drake's the biggest. Of course, Beyonce's the biggest. But Lil Baby did not go with Live Nation. Lil Baby went with another company. He went with a company called AEG. You could Google all this, AEG. I think it's AEG or is it AEG? Let me see. I think this is it. Yeah, I think this is it. Is Baby on here? Tours. Let's go to tours. Shit's loading long. Hold up. Lil Baby tour. Let's go to there. Okay. We'll probably be able to find out who's throwing the tour. And by the way, this is where fans like without someone like me, you guys wouldn't even think to get this deep on realizing what's going on, right? Let me see if I can find a flyer. Where's the flyer? Okay. It's the IOU tour, right? Okay, let's see if we can find it. This is the flyer. Okay, here's a flyer. Now, this means nothing to y'all, but it means everything in the terms of the business. You see where it says right here, AG Touring? That's where Live Nation's name is supposed to be. Okay? That's where Live Nation's name is supposed to be. Okay. So, y'all want the tea. I get the tea. I get the tea. I get the tea. Don't ask me how I got the tea, but academics always got the tea. Lil Baby's getting paid $1 million per show. Live Nation would get that nigga more than $800,000. If I said it, it's facts. So, Lil Baby, who was shopping around a tour deal, goes to Live Nation, says, how much would you give me for this amount of dates? They're like, we'll give you $750,000. So, okay, well, that's kind of a lot of money. I mean, that's more than 300 an occasion, right? Except another company comes in that's trying to compete with Live Nation and says, we'll give you $1 million. Fuck it. Okay? Now, I'm going to be very, very fair because what's happening is on a such corporate level that there really, at least for me, is no size. So I'm going to tell you everything. So this is a reason why Lil Baby went with this touring company and did not go with Live Nation. Now, it's going to start to crystallize with y'all why every time he cancels a date, it's all over the press. Because Live Nation needs to show, to embarrass Lil Baby, to show him, you thought you was going to get more money going with the ops, but we're going to embarrass you to make your tour look like a flop. Now, that's part of the reason, but also this company who's doing it, they're a little bit ambitious. I'm going to be honest. They're charging a little bit more than Live Nation would normally charge because remember, they got to pay Lil Baby like a whole $250,000 more for every shot, for every stop. But also they wanted more dates. So they put Lil Baby into places like Utah that he can't sell. I'm sorry. He just can't do an arena there. He's a hot artist. He just can't do an arena there. So who do they have on it? They put Kid Laroi. Hey, let me give y'all the notice on this. Kid Laroi can't bring out 10, 15,000 white people in Salt Lake City. I'm sorry. It doesn't happen. So when you see those dates being canceled, that's not Lil Baby. They're canceling the markets that Kid Laroi can't sell out of. But who the fuck gives a fuck about what Kid Laroi could sell? They're just blaming Lil Baby. Oh, he canceled 10 dates. No, Kid Laroi couldn't sell them dates out. Keep in mind, most major U.S. cities where hood niggas is at, which is what this nigga's fan base is, he's selling them out. So I'm going to tell you what's happening, and this is why I didn't just jump on Lil Baby already, because he's going to have a successful tour. Yes, he's going to cancel a bunch of shit, but his tour was already too big. They're going to cancel a bunch of dates. They're going to compact it, as I said before, and he's still going to have a successful tour. He's just not going to Wichita, Wyoming, or wherever the fuck places in Wyoming are. That's not where he sells out. Bring his ass to Houston. Bring his ass to over here, Dallas, Memphis, New York, Philly. Bring his ass to LA, of course, Atlanta. He's going to do great. But again, I found out the business. The problem here becomes Live Nation don't like competition. The reason why stories being planted in the media about his sales came out really started because he went with a different touring company. Now, I got y'all. I know some of y'all be like, yo, Ak, why you taking up for this bitch ass nigga, little baby? Like, he talk crazy, but he just showing the album. Well, you're right. Still got to ask the grind. You're right. But I like to be truthful. I connected a lot of dots when I started seeing this shit. Remember I told you, I said Moneybagg Yo's going to be next. You want to know who Moneybagg Yo went out with? You remember I told you about this? Who did Moneybagg Yo go out with? Let's go. Moneybagg Yo tour. By the way, some of his dates got canceled. Look, same headline. Even though, by the way, I ain't gonna lie, Moneybagg tour was wildly, like, I don't know why they booked some of these days. Like, come on, no disrespect to Moneybagg Yo. Like, baby, Moneybagg Yo, nigga, please, right? Okay, let's see if we can find it. Oh, his shit was called the Larger Than Life Tour. Let's find the flyer again. Larger Than Life Tour. Remember, they just canceled some dates. What did I tell you, people? What's at the top of the bill? Chat, y'all just got to start believing me. There's no Live Nation. It's this. By the way, this company's owned by I think it's a group of black brothers. So they're trying to compete with Live Nation. And Live Nation is basically telling them, no, little nigga. Like, y'all are little time niggas. Anything that goes bigger to arenas, we get. So you're gonna see, and by the way, I'm not absolving these guys for not selling tickets. They should have never booked some of these venues, but you're gonna see press releases on their failures. Why? That other artists in the game will know. Bring your ass over to Live Nation if you don't want to get embarrassed. They're gonna say, look, you see how Baby get embarrassed? You see how Moneybagg Yo getting embarrassed? Bring your stupid ass over Live Nation. Take the lesser money, but you won't get embarrassed, nigga. That's the play. That's the whole play. I'm telling you what it is, okay? All right. Now, I know some of y'all might be like, yo, we love you, but still, this might be a little facetious. You want to know when the last time this happened? By the way, if you're asking why did Moneybagg Yo take this tour instead of going with Live Nation, this touring company's paying these artists at least $100,000 more. Which, by the way, again, they're still going to have a successful tour. They're just going to have to cancel dates they can't sell out because they're overbooking. I ain't gonna lie, they're definitely overbooking. They're just doing it for the extra money. They're paying these guys at least $100,000 more. This is what it is. Okay. Let me connect it to something in the past. I don't know if I can find this on YouTube, but I'm doing this live. I remember back in the day, Nicki Minaj was upset. Nicki Minaj. Y'all can Google this. Nicki Minaj. Irvin Azoff. I want you to Google that. So, Nicki Minaj, right? She said in 2021, she was no longer managed by Irvin Azoff, blah, blah. Cool. But also, let me see. They've scrubbed the internet off this. But remember when Nicki Minaj was doing Queen Radio? And she was giving out Cocksucker of the Day or Week award? Let me see if I can find it. Okay, remember when she lost and everybody was like, yo, they're laughing at Nicki. They said Nicki lost to Stormy and she's salty. She might have been. But I don't think there's a audio of this anymore. I think it got scrubbed. But look at this. Nicki Minaj hopped on her Beats One radio show. By the way, this is years ago. This is 2018, right? Nicki Minaj hopped on her Beats One radio show on Thursday afternoon and came for Travis Scott once again, initially put him on blast on her show earlier this week. This time, she labeled his new manager, Irvin Azoff, as Cocksucker of the Day. She said the Cocksucker of the Day is Irvin Azoff, and I'm going to tell you why. And she went to explain that Azoff was an authority figure at Ticketmaster and also manages Scott. Apparently, that dude was managing Travis Scott at the time. There was this whole thing with Nicki and Travis because Nicki felt salty about that nigga using mad bundles. And look, this is what Nicki said. Allegedly, he tried to put out a smear campaign against my tour and contacted people in media to spread negative things about my tour. She was talking about the Nicki Hendrix tour that got rescheduled or canceled, whatever you want to call it. And it was taking place the next year without Future. And there were reports that tickets were exceedingly low. Okay? Now, again, just going back to it. Nicki Hendrix tour. I'm trying to find the relevant information, and I'm not trying to lose y'all in the mix as well. From my understanding, and I could be wrong, but I don't want to keep Googling. Nicki Minaj did what these new artists are doing, or Lil Baby did. She went with an alternative touring company to try to get more money and more ownership over a tour that she was doing. Keep in mind, these tours are a huge deal. Drake just did the Capital One Center or Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. It gained $5 million in revenue. Now, imagine if Drake's deal is to get paid, I don't know, let's just throw this in the air. $1.5 million per show. Well, if you hear that your sales did $5 million and the show is really just you, and you're only getting $1.5 million, you'd probably feel away, right? Now, say another company comes in and says, nah, Drake, listen, we only need $500,000 from each show. We'll pay you $3.5 million or $3 million, right? We'll pay you $3 million, we take $500,000, the rest we'll pay on production and pay for the venue. Drake might be like, oh, I want to go with that company, right? So I'm giving you the game of what's being played behind our very eyes in these artists who the majority of them make a lot of their money on tour. These touring companies are now beefing, but they're also beefing with the media. So basically, they're going to be putting out these artists is flopping, right? While when their artists reschedule and shit like that, they'd be like, oh, yeah, you was sick. Yeah, let's make that up, right? Not defending anyone not being able to sell tickets, but you get to realize there's a bigger business play at hand. Again, people like Nicki Minaj, who, whether I like her or hate her, she's always been trying to expose some of these things. Us fans, and for the majority of fans, we just don't really connect with what she's saying because she's speaking too in deep, right? Okay. By the way, she made peace with this guy at a certain point. So she was calling him a cocksucker in 2018. She later got managed by him. Why? Right? Because this nigga is obviously very important. Anyway, so let me continue the story. And again, this is not a save Lil Baby or save Moneybagg Yo story. I'm giving you the story of what's going on with touring. Okay. Who just did a tour? And because you might be like, yo, why am I hearing about this AG, touring thing? You know who just did an amazing tour with them that nobody talked about? I'll give you the name. You ever heard of this guy? Rod Wave, his tour? Beautiful Mind, I believe. Beautiful Mind tour. What company you gonna see again at the top? AG Entertainment, not Live Nation. AG Entertainment. Shit, this even looked like it was cooked up in Microsoft Paint. That's how you know it's some black shit. So Rod Wave, who was a huge artist, by the way, this ain't nothing I'm revealing that's behind the scenes, but Rod Wave came on my podcast. If you were watching when he was on Off the Record with me, he said, yo, Ak, I'm going out and I'm getting $350,000. Of course I'm going to go perform. I don't like to perform, but I go perform. I'm here for these shows. And by the way, he invited me to the Barclays show. He's getting or he allegedly got close to 500,000. So his rate. So if you're wondering how they took him from Live, or they made sure he didn't go to Live Nation was offering him what he normally gets, 350. He said that on my show. He gets 350. This company comes and says, "Yo, Rod, you could do the Barclays by yourself. You're that nigga. Like, you know how much money you're gonna generate? We could do a deal with you. We'll pay you damn near $500,000. Rod Wave took that. He sold out every fucking date. See, Rod Wave is one of them niggas. So, and apologies to Rod. Well, Rod Wave didn't give me this information to tell. This is information I know. His normal fee is $350. He got paid like damn near $500,000. Sold the whole shit out. You think he's like saying, "Oh, I should have went with Live Nation"? No, he got paid way more for doing a tour that all he had to do was just do his thing. Worked out for him. You know who's also, and again, I'm telling you why the media presence and the media, like the slander of like Baby or whoever is so strong, because Rod Wave did his shit successfully without a hitch. Guess who's also doing their tour without a hitch? You ever heard of this guy? Playboi Carti. He's not going with Live Nation either. Imagine how much money he was offered. Playboi Carti tour. Just look. Now, here's the thing. They can't do it to Playboi Carti or Rod Wave. Them niggas have a cult following that's going to sell out tickets regardless. You can't fuck with them. You can't fuck with them. And also, them niggas don't be trying to like do like what Baby did that was fucked up. He tried to say, well, if I went on tour with Dirk and I did all these venues, shit, me and Dirk got the same fan base, so I don't need to bring Dirk this time. Let me bring a white boy who could probably bring out like the Midwest. And that was just a failure, right? With Carti, he's not trying to bring out nobody weird with him. It's like, nigga, I'm going to see Carti. Like, you don't go to the Carti show to see, like, I don't know, to see Ice Spice, nigga. You went to see Carti, nigga. That's it. So Carti's not going to have those problems. But who did Carti go with? Let's see if we can find the tour flyer. This might be boring to some of y'all, and I apologize. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. Just type it in. Okay. Nah, that's that. Where's the other shit at? Okay. Well, I think I could even just look at this. AG tour Playboi Carti. Wow, his shit is not even that connected to the company. Let me look at the site. Let's do Interscope. Okay. This one you're probably gonna have to believe me because I don't want to keep Googling from here on till tomorrow. But Playboi Carti's tour is also through the same company. So the same company that's doing Lil Baby's tour, right? That's doing Moneybagg Yo's tour, that did Rod Wave's tour, is doing Carti's tour. That is taking a chunk out of Live Nation profits. Live Nation, who, by the way, right now, they're doing an amazing job with 50 Cent. Like 50 Cent is having this Get Rich or Die Trying tour. This shit's going crazy. They've always had, like, complete monopoly on the touring game. And you have these guys who are coming in saying, oh, we could get the same venues as Live Nation, but we'll just pay you way more. So I don't know the figures on what Carti gets, but what I told you about Rod Wave, I'm right. Got goddamn near $500,000, and Live Nation wanted to pay him wanted to pay him $350,000. Baby went with them because Baby was being offered about $250,000, and they were down to give Baby $1 million per show. Moneybagg Yo, I don't know the exact figure, but it was definitely more. Right now, granted, I ain't gonna lie, the Moneybagg Yo shit, and I'll say this and I'll just get off it. Moneybagg Yo should have never agreed to a fucking arena tour with Finesse 2 Times and Sexy Red as your like come on, bro. Like, you Finesse 2 Times and Sexy Red, my nigga, y'all should focus on selling out the club, not the fucking arena. You know what I mean? Like, yo, my pussy green, my booty hole brown. Like, that is not finna do it. I'm sorry. Not in no goddamn Barclays. No. Okay? It's cool when they do it. It's a problem. No, that ain't finna do it. Okay? I'm sorry. That's not gonna happen. So right here, you know what I mean? And by the way, you see, they got Memphis. You see, they're gonna sell out Memphis like 2 nights in a row, some shit like that. They just gotta fix up a little bit. With this one. This was a weak last lineup, I ain't gonna lie to you. But I still love Moneybagg Yo, and I'm a supporter of Sexy Red. Okay. So that's the touring update. So we're in the middle of a Live Nation beef with this other company called AG Touring. AG Touring is going to these entertainers saying, yo, listen, we'll give you $100,000, $200,000 more. However, the price of the tickets are going to be inflated because at the end of the day, it's still business. So they're going to put a little bit more on the ticket price. And then also they're going to try to book dates to get, because, you know, think about it. Say for Lil Baby, right? If they say, oh, Lil Baby, we doing 36 cities. You know what Lil Baby's thinking? 36 cities, y'all giving me $1 million per city. That means I'm going to walk away $36 million. Like, what the fuck? Oh, let's hear what Live Nation got to say. They're giving me $750,000, and they're only talking about 20 dates. Like, wait, hold up now. We got to... So that's 15 million versus 36 million. I think that's kind of easy to make that decision. So that's really what's happening. You know what I mean? Again, these artists is racking up a lot of bread when it comes to, like, you know, these touring. By the way, Drake is going to end up, I don't know if you see, I posted on my page, I think. Drake's going to end up breaking the arena record for revenue. Like, you know, comparatively speaking, he has a small stage. He's not doing too much. He's selling out. Like, for example, when I went to the Barclays and Kendrick was there, his setup allowed for only maybe like 12,000 people to be in the venue. Drake got a stage. It's just in the middle. It's not moving. It's not doing none of that other shit. With Drake, his stage is probably, you could book 16, 17,000 in there. You get what I mean? So what does that mean? Yeah, both sold out, right? Because Kendrick sold out this 13,000 and Drake sold out the 17,000. But who will garner the higher ticket prices? Drake. You know what I mean? Drake concert tickets are being resold for $3,000, $4,000, right? Not only that, Drake has more people at his concert compared to Kendrick. Why did Kendrick have less? Not that he couldn't do it. Is that because he has an elaborate show. His stage takes up this amount of space. His orientation required less people be in the building. It is what it is. So Drake's going to break a lot of records. I don't know if you see when I posted this. Did I post it? But Drake, where is it? No, maybe I didn't post it. Okay. However, Drake, here we go. Drake becomes the first rapper to earn over $5 million in a single arena concert in the U.S., with $5 million each night at the Capital One Arena on July 28th and 29th. Like, chat, we're pocket watchers. Let's do this. Let's see what this means. Capital One Arena capacity. So it's a 20,000 seater, right? But that's for like the Washington Wizards game and when they're doing the NHL Washington Capitals. Really, Drake probably sold about 17 to 18,000 tickets. The reason why I got to say this, they're going to mark off certain places that, you know, is just not going to be habitable for fans to be. So let's be nice and say it was 17.5. So 17,500, which that was capacity for Drake each night. Let's get our handy dandy calculator out and figure out how much the average ticket price was for him to get $5 million. Okay. Bang. Let's do this. Where's the calculator? Got it right here. Give me 1 second. Y'all can see my calculator? Good. So we're saying, so what did this say? Okay. It said 5.032 million, right? So let's do this. 5.032,000. So that's 5.032 million. And let's divide this total revenue by 17,500. And it shows that on average, the ticket price for no matter where you were at in that building was about $287. So shit. I mean, think about this. If you go to a little baby show, if you're paying this, you're on the floor right next to him. Even if you're in the nosebleeds at Drake's concert, this is still the average ticket price. So it is what it is. So the average ticket price at probably a baby show is probably going to be maybe $90, $100. Drake's charging a pretty penny. And I'm gonna do this later on for what's the queen's name? Beyonce. Beyonce's charging an arm and a leg. I think Beyonce is having people signing mortgages to come watch her. But this is where that number comes from. So $287 on average, and it got Drake $5 million for that single concert. How much of that $5 million did he take home? I'm pretty sure the arena, his production, stage, and all that probably took $1 million to $1.5 million. I would think there would be about $3 million or $3.5 million left. Obviously, you got to pay 21 Savage some shit. I don't know. Let's say he throws 21 Savage how much you think 21 Savage getting these days, right? I'm doing the math with y'all. Like we pocket watch in real time, right? So he gets $5 million, right? I'm being very nice and saying for production that night, security, the venue, any other miscellaneous charges is going to be $1.5 million. So minus 1.5 is still $3.5 million left, right? Now, granted, Drake's probably in a tour deal, right? Which means even if it gained 5, he's not getting different amounts per night. He gets a set amount. But let's see if he was just getting just all the profit like niggas say Bad Bunny is getting. I don't even want to talk about what the details are on Bad Bunny. They say Bad Bunny was getting at least $7 to $8 million. No cap. Bad Bunny was getting $7 to $8 million because his concert was generating 12 to 13. He was doing these stadiums. So anyway, so if Drake, if there's $3.5 million, how much you think he's paying Savage? What y'all think? What y'all think my boy Savage getting? Yo, ain't we assholes? Yo, we be pocket watching everybody, bro. How much we thinking that Savage getting? Let me see what y'all saying. Okay. I don't see Savage getting $1 million. I don't see Savage getting $1 million. I'm gonna tell you why I don't. So let's do the math. I'm giving y'all these real numbers. So if Baby got paid $1 million, right? Baby has to sell the tour by himself. He's the star. And by the way, arguably he's a bigger star than 21, right? Keep in mind what the Live Nation offer him. Not $1 million. They offered him $750,000. So if I'm thinking about 21, I think 21 is getting between 400 and 600,000. I think if 21 was going to go on tour, it would probably be $500,000 to 600,000, right? However, here's the thing: you're going with Drake, so when you're on Drake's bill, Drake's selling them tickets. No disrespect, 21's my man's. It's we don't need you to sell tickets as much as Drake is doing, so you're gonna have to take a discount. So if you normally get let's say he normally gets 600 a show, I could see 500K being the thing, 500K. Yeah, if it was your tour and you're the headliner, you get 600. But you're on Drake's tour, who's selling all these tickets, you're getting 500. It's fine. So if we take off that 0.5 right here, which would be the 500,000, my math is 3.5 minus zero point 0.5. There'll be about $3 million that Drake probably got for that night if it was varied per night. You know, I'm pretty sure Drake's in a touring deal that's probably paying him, I don't know. Maybe he's already getting 3 because they have merch there. Like maybe all that's involved where they're like, hey, listen, Drake, we'll give you 3 or 3.5. Because this $5 million number right here does not have to do with merch that they're selling there, other deals they could probably come up with, including like, you know, I don't think venues are giving away their bar or their food, but still like people are going to spend more than just a concert ticket. So like this 5 point whatever million is only for tickets. Then there's probably another $1 million in revenue coming in just off merch and all this other shit that fans are going to buy there. You get what I mean? So I'm going to say that Drake probably getting like $3 million. 3 million, 2 to 3. I think that's dope. Somebody says Drake said himself he's getting $5 million a night. Nah, he's not getting $5 million a night. That's fucking impossible. Bro, we just seen the math. Like, if Drake says he's getting $5 million a night, nobody else is getting paid. Like, what the fuck? Like, Drake. Bro, look. Somebody says 21 definitely getting $1 million. Man, I don't think Drake giving that nigga no $1 million a show, bro. You think Drake giving 21 $1 million a show? I mean, I ain't gonna lie. There's a great case for it because if I'm 21, I do got some leverage. Drake, I'm on your biggest hits for the last 2 years, and we just did an album. Nigga, you need me. You need me, nigga. You need me. I'm not like some random nigga you're bringing on tour. You kind of need me. Shit, I think if 21 make $500,000 a show, and if Drake make $2.5 million, I think that's a big W for these niggas, man. All right. Okay. All right, enough pocket watching for a little bit. By the way, welcome to the stream. Thank you guys for watching. Salute to all my people on Rumble. Thank you guys for tuning back in if you're watching on YouTube or if you're watching even on Twitch. You know, everybody is family. All right, we should probably get into some other stuff, man. I really quickly want to... Okay. All right. This is going to sound wild, but we got to ask the question. Is YoungBoy gay or is he playing gay? Because I'm going to be honest with you. Listen, I know he's a unique motherfucker, but like just recently, NBA YoungBoy, I don't know what is going on. Like, I don't know straight men to be attracted to gay shit like this. I got to be honest with you. And I'm just being very honest. I still love him as a, you know, someone who I'm just endearing to. But YoungBoy, McConan, I seen these two dudes like, you know, in a car about to go get ice cream together. And I seen a couple of pictures of, you know what I mean, him fixing his hoodie or some shit. And I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It only screamed couple. You get what I mean? Hold on, let me see. Can I get an audio? Now this all makes sense. I remember when YoungBoy called me, he said, "Yo, listen, you gotta stop bullying McConan." I was like, "McConan? Who the fuck?" This shit right here. I mean, if they're a couple, I rock with it. Like, I mean,
Girls, cornrows on my bitch, pulling.
now, hey, listen, I can't help what a man likes. I don't know what the attraction is with Youngboy and McConan. Clearly there's something there. I don't know. Pheromones are kicking off. I seen one thing, he was fixing something on his shirt. I don't know what's going on. If you ask me, I've talked to Youngboy at length many times on the phone. He's never said no gay shit to me. Not to me. Not to me. So I can't say this is some shit. You know how niggas is all jumping out of the woodworks with Lil J? They were like, man, we knew that nigga was gay. That nigga tried to kiss me back in the day. Like, nigga, what the fuck? How didn't you tell us he tried to kiss you? How did you keep this a secret till now? Like, I'm not going to be sitting here and tell you I seen some wild or heard some wild shit with Youngboy. I haven't. Can't lie. But this shit is a little bit alarming to me. Plus, did you hear the song they put out together? They put out. This is when I realized, I'm like, I think this nigga got either a gay secret for a Youngboy or something else is going on. Did y'all hear this terrible song, bro? Is it this?
Too many cups that I don't know. Too many blunts that I won't smoke. Too many faces that's on froze. Cause it's too many red cups in my party. I don't even know nobody. Like, when the fuck did they get here? And when the fuck are they leaving? There's too many red cups in my party. And I don't even know nobody. Like, when the fuck did they get here? And when the fuck are they leaving? Yeah, when you're leaving, do you need a reason? This evening, are your lies deceiving? And I can't take it, you just fake it.
Ain't enough pills I can take for my pain. You be fucking on me. And
All right, I've come to the conclusion, chat. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't. Hey, listen, I don't accuse him. I want him to stay free. I ain't accusing him of him being on no type of drugs and nothing like that. But whatever Four Loko he drinking is making Youngboy gay as a motherfucker. Let's just keep it a bean, bro. We got to keep it honest with you. Like, I'm being honest with you. Like, when I seen that that Zesty feature with what's that nigga name? Lil Nas X, I was like, okay. This right here, this is a passion. This is a passion. And I know a lot of y'all, let me tell you this, two things could be true. You could be the biggest killer and still gay. I'm just want to let y'all know. Jeffrey Dahmer was killing niggas and sucking their dicks and then eating the meat afterwards. Like, yes, niggas could be like that. This right here don't sound like no music shit. This sounds like lust and love mixed into one with some masquerade shit. We gonna have to be honest about this shit. And you know what the funny thing is? Every Youngboy fan been asking me, like, I got the answers. I don't know. If you didn't know that your favorite rapper is like this, well, y'all supposed to know better than me. I'm not saying, I don't think Youngboy is gay, but I definitely think he's curious. We gonna have to be honest about that. He's curious. He's curious. Put like this, if I'm on house arrest, nigga, if I'm on house arrest and I'm only allowed 5 people in my crib at the same time, nigga, if I made a list of 15,000 people in order of who I want to see, the last nigga will be a gay nigga. The last nigga, if I get to finally leave the crib to go get some ice cream, the last nigga I'm going with, are we gonna call a spade a spade? Now, I'm gonna be honest, I defended all the twerking. Every time I saw him like twerk, I'm like I think it's because the camera on portrait mode. He don't know how much space he could really have in the camera. To the point I'm like, oh no, they just twerking on each other. Fuck it. Oh, this is crazy. YoungBoy fans, I hear y'all plight. By the way, it's August now. I'm done with the freeze off YoungBoy. Like, we liking his straight music. The straight music we like. This other shit he's doing, I don't know. Y'all niggas need to tell me what type of grave digger shit you think this is. Cause that's what you ever hear the YoungBoy like stance. Nah, Cantrell stepper. You know, he's just a grave digger. Nigga, what is this? Nigga said, did I hear that YB just got in a fight with a gay dude? Why is there so many gay dudes around him? Why is there so many gay dudes around a dude? Here's the thing that's fucking up the whole YB fan base right now. They're confused. Because most of them little stands, YB better niggas, they all have made this image of YoungBoy, which I keep telling you, anytime you make an image of a rapper, it's always false. Even if you make an image of me, it's false. We're all human. YoungBoy's been trying to tell you that, like, this is the first time he could expose the zestiness. He's never, I'm shouting my damn self. I'm like, what the fuck? So all of this stepper, he willing to shoot, kill a nigga, he is that too. I ain't taking away none of his gangsterness from him. But if you told me right now that there might be a video where McConan is sitting in his lap, I'd be like, I believe that too. Somebody said people change. Nah, you're not changed, bro. But this is him. Let me tell you this. Money and fame only allows you to be what you want unapologetically. I'm being honest with you. It don't change you. Money don't change you. Money allows you to do what you want, be what you be, or what you want to be, and say, fuck them. Somebody said, YB got 12 baby moms. What does that have to do with what I'm saying? I'm saying that I think YoungBoy is curious. I think he's curious into this lifestyle. I don't know what lifestyle this is. Now, I would go further into this and say, if you listen to him talk about his childhood, it's kind of like when Young Thug talked about how he used to get beat for cross-dressing. What'd he do later? He wore a dress in an album. What is he accused of later on? Getting like 2,000 niggas clapped in Atlanta. So both could be true. These niggas could actually be gangsters, but just be a little bit moist. Somebody said, I'm fuming that he's friends with McConan. No, not at all. There's many people who's friends with gay people. That's not the thing. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm confused. I'm going to tell you why I'm confused. First of all, ponytail era of YoungBoy has got to go. This stud era has got to go. Like, we got to bring back the version where you look like you were about to kill the whole rap game, my nigga. Because when I listen to I Hate YoungBoy and this comes into mind, I'm like, oh, hell nah. Oh, hell nah. But I'm going to be honest with you. I think there's a duality with him. You know why? Look, This is the guy y'all look up to, right? This is him and I believe Queen Naija. This is the guy y'all look up to, right? The little bow-legged, he got the bandana? See, you see, young boy got it so fucked up for me now. I got to look closely to see if this is a bandana or a bonnet. I don't know what this is. I got to zoom in. Is this a bandana or a bonnet? Like, yo, what's going on? But he look gangster right here. He's a cross-dresser? Let me see if I can find that one picture, man. Oh, yeah, this picture right here. This look gay. I'm being honest with you. This look gay. I'm sorry. Nigga, once I seen this look gay. This nigga look musty through the camera, nigga. No matter what filter you put on this nigga right here, he look musty, nigga. I'm sorry. And this right here, bro, I'm sorry. This right, this little musty. I'm sorry, bro. Nigga, I don't care. Nigga. Nigga, I'm sorry. Somebody say it's called marketing? No, this is the opposite of marketing. I'm going to tell you why. Because your entire fan base have bought into you being the super gangster, and you're now showing a super gay side of you. That's not what they want. Marketing is never showing your fan base that what they've spent 7 years in believing about you ain't true. That's not marketing. This is you're done playing a character, so you're not only showing people what they want to see, you're showing people what you are. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of like I remember at first in 21 Savage career, that nigga would never smile. I remember saying, damn, this nigga can't smile about nothing. He just want to be tough. It's a knife. All of that shit. He looked mad serious. After he got really rich and really successful, you know what he realized? Bro, people might hate me for it, but yo, I like singing some Keisha Cole on Instagram Live. I'm going to do that. Some people might be like, damn, you soft for that. But that's him. It's only so long you could play the facade of this big killer. You start showing your real self after a while, right? You get to realize the most toughest gangsters niggas have a little, normalcy about them. Young boy, this is him. Somebody said, young boy's gonna be mad. You said, nigga, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Hey, if I seen any other rapper posing up with McConan fixing his hoodie strings like this with this fucking precision and this amount of focus, I'd call them gay too. Do I think young boy's gay? No. I think he's curious. Does it mean he's not a gangster? He's still a gangster. Young boy makes the best crash out music. Right? I think he's down to crash out at times. Is he a little curious? You put him with the right people, he getting his feminine bag? Yeah. Them niggas went to the salon, got their eyebrows arched, their nails fucking polished, their cuticles cut. He probably should have threw a bar of Dove soap at this nigga. But still, you know what I mean? Brought him on a nice little date. Is this Longhorn? Not the steakhouse. Holy. And then probably dropped that dusty ass nigga back off at the airport. Oh, they got a video for the date. Oh, hell no. another theory. Here's my last theory. You know how Drake said he would never work with YoungBoy because he fuck with Dirk? I think this is YoungBoy's way of trying to get back at Drake. Like, all right, I'm gonna work with the guy that you try to throw away too. Actually, that's a trash ass idea. Like, I'm like, nobody except YoungBoy would work with this nigga. Y'all remember the story of McConan talking about how Chubbs and them walked up to him in a party? Did y'all ever hear this nigga? Did y'all ever hear McConan tell about when he seen Drake in a party? This was hilarious. There might be a Drake element to this. Said Drake stopped promoting him. Yeah, he tried to fuck Drake. As soon as he tried to fuck Drake, Drake stopped. Nigga, how you gonna try to fuck your boss? Get out of here, nigga. Oh, here we go. It says it imploded at a Rihanna VMA party. Like, come on now. Everybody know Drake a little soft. Like, not gonna call him soft, but like, he like one of those, but like, he like Metro, but like, when I mean Metro, like metrosexual, but you ain't gonna try to fuck him now. Like, come on, bro. Like, what the fuck? When he attempted to reconnect and Drake met him with a facial expression that meant him bodily harm. He knew it was time to bounce from the label. Oh, man. Bro, you can't try fucking your boss, man. Like, this shit don't work like that. It shit don't work like that. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Now, listen. If you're wondering, now I still like YoungBoy. I still rock with YoungBoy. My commentary here is for him to get back on some bitch, let's do it shit. YoungBoy, like, this gay era you in, we don't like it. Your fans, they don't want to tell you this because they feel embarrassed because they're matching their life to be you. They want to be and I know you've been trying to walk it back on some Future shit. Like, our Future was like, damn, how many people did I get hooked on like lean or whatever? So you try to walk it back like, how many people did I send off on to hurt somebody else? I heard you say that to Elliot. Nigga, I'm not saying you got to promote violence. None of them want to be the gay YoungBoy. So this gay YoungBoy era got to end. So I'm telling you now, I know you got a bunch of yes men around you. Yeah, I hear about the 15 side chicks fighting. I hear you have the gay nigga driving your Charger. It's all good. Have fun with whatever little sex cult shit you got going on. But please, for the love of God and for your fans, just stop the gay era and go back to the I'ma shoot niggas through the peephole in house arrest. Like, we like that version. Because seeing you on the zesty shit is not gonna work. Your fans don't like it. I read your comments. I've never seen them slander you like this. I'm gonna keep it a minute with you. I've never seen YoungBoy's own fans slander him like this because they all look at him and be like, yo, bro. And by the way, this is where artists think that they're so influential that their fans would do anything. They don't want to be the gay version of you. They'll leave you. Trust me, YoungBoy. You ain't that lit, my nigga. You can't lead a bunch of young kids to be gay. Go down that path silently and off camera. Don't be thinking that they about to follow you. They about to clown your ass. You get what I mean? You read your comments. You know what they say in the comment section? This your own fans. He losing his mind. His ponytail fucking with his thoughts. This YB song is trash. Yo, bro, I can't keep defending you. These are the YB better niggas. Get this nigga off house arrest. We need that hot shit back. Not gonna lie, this shit was trash, G. I can't believe the same nigga who made AI YoungBoy too. So just to let you know, YoungBoy, your fans is telling you they don't like the gay era, the gay arc. Stop it. Stop it. Okay? They let you get off a song with Lil Nas X. Now you done did like a whole little motherfucking one night stand swinger anthem with motherfucking what's his weirdo name? What's his musty nigga name? Tell me, McConan, cut it out. Get back on some Louisiana stepper shit and talk shit to Dirk while he ignoring you, and talk shit to the other niggas who are, I don't know where they're at, but just leave this gay shit alone. This gay shit is not working. I'm telling you the truth right now. And I don't know if you thought it was gonna attract more people. Nigga, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Remember I told you I started posting YoungBoy back on my page in August. Nigga, I was embarrassed to post. Yo, you know what a rapper called me and told me? It's an act. This a nigga you used to be on the phone with all the time. Nigga, I was embarrassed to be like, yes. I'm like, yo, hell nah, he wasn't acting this gay. He never acted this gay with me. Fuck, hell nah. Nah, hell nah. He ain't never acted this gay with me. Like, this how you got even me talking. Hell nah, he was never doing this shit. Okay. Don't worry. Listen, y'all YoungBoy fans, y'all gonna thank me. Because when he gets past this era and he's back to killing everybody in their mama, and he might diss me again too. Y'all gonna be like, yes, this is what we wanted. Trust me, I know y'all niggas don't want this shit now. Yo, a rapper called me and be like, yo, they gonna send me the video. They say, this is a nigga you was on the phone with this whole time? Oh, y'all was flirting. I'm like, hell nah. He ain't never did this with me. All right. Leave YoungBoy alone. By the way, he still got one of the hottest songs. Bitch, let's do it. I rock with it. But we just got to get him away. Just like how we trying to get Yachty. Just like we trying to get Yachty away from Drake. We trying to get McConan and these other gay niggas away from YoungBoy. Okay? Sooner or later, we'll get it done. Fuck. All right. Jesus. Yo, what drug is my boy Kodak on? What's going on right here, people? Kodak recently, if you haven't seen it, look at this shit right here.
Pray for Kodak.
I can't tell if this is like a music video.
Y'all pray for Kodak.
Ain't they supposed to have like a fucking IV on this shit? This nigga got all his jewelry on. This might be like a music video. Yo, isn't it sad that the internet has desensitized us to every time we see some shit, we're like, fake. We're instantly just like, fake. I wonder what's wrong with Kodak. Somebody said, I don't know if y'all could find me the video, send it to me. They said last week he did a video and he was talking about some shit and like his eyes were really red. Now, if you guys don't know, he's obviously came under fire recently because he's talking about, he's kind of defending and standing on his own saying, yo, bro, yeah, I got my money from 6ix9ine, bro, but like, I'm going to do what I want. I don't care what nobody thinks. Now, here's my personal opinion about that, right? Because he did a song called Shakalaka with 6ix9ine and 6ix9ine's girlfriend. I think that Kodak is within his right to do it. I'm going to be honest with you, and I'll tell 6ix9ine this too. That was the biggest waste of $1 million ever. You get what I mean? I said this to myself. I said YoungBoy probably right now is probably like, because he loves money. Like all these artists love money. Actually, everybody loves money. YoungBoy got offered the $1 million first. I told y'all that, right? He promised 6ix9ine, said he was going to do the song, right? So, like, I know y'all thinking this like controversy or backlash is the worst. I think YoungBoy's thinking, fuck, I should have took the money. It's free cash. By the way, the Shakalaka song is doing nothing for 6ix9ine. Like, yeah, it did some decent numbers, but like, bro, this shit's not bringing it back. Like, no disrespect, and that's my guy. That shit's not bringing it back. Like, bro, this shit's gonna be forgotten about in 2-3 weeks. It's just like when Akon did that song, I'm Locked Up, like part 3. Yeah, people were mad at Akon, and then they forgot. Now you know what people be talking about Akon? They say Akon went on Akon Drink Champs, and instead of Dior, my boy had on Drio. Did y'all see this? Look, my boy Akon. He went yo, let me tell you, Akon like a natural African scammer. That's my boy though. You know what's my boy? Cause like he's unapologetically him. Gave my man French a couple fake Hublots. What's the problem? A couple fake watches? What's wrong with that? My man going drink champs? Fuck Dior. You ever heard about Drio? What the fuck? This shit hot. I ain't gonna lie to you. This still good. If you looking at DRIO, you're a hater. You're paying too much attention to the detail. You know what I mean? Yo, Akon is a nigga. Bro, I got about like $250,000 in jewelry, and I almost regret having that. Nigga, I should have bought all that shit fake. Like, yo, these niggas are showing you, like, why are you buying the real shit? So, again, he did the song with 6ix9ine. Bro, people forgot about it. People talking about some other shit now with him. And he's still a legend. Apparently, this nigga, yo, no disrespect to Akon. I remember he announced this 10 years ago. He said he about to bring $1 billion worth of electricity to Africa. Nigga, I look on Google Earth and I still ain't see Africa light up yet. That shit ain't never happened. Nah, let me stop. That's my guy. Let me stop. That nigga said he was bringing $1 billion of electricity, and man, I look on Google Earth. You know, he show a current imagery of the Earth. Africa's still in darkness, nigga. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's the electricity? Yo, you ever hear these African niggas like, I heard my nigga Michael Blackson say he built a hospital. Nigga, stop capping. You gave them 1,500 Band-Aids, nigga, and some Neosporin. That's it. Skip it a bean. Chat. Where's these hospitals? And it ain't only Africa. Where my nigga Wyclef at? We ain't see that boy since he says Yele. Text Yele 504-504. Never again. It's like the earthquake swallowed him and y'all money. It's over. Fuck. Then the other nigga, he looked like he from Africa, so my bad, Africa. I ain't trying to get all y'all. That nigga Prize, he was getting paid by some Chinese nigga. What the fuck going on? Wyclef ain't built no fucking school, nigga. Wyclef can't even get Lauryn Hill to show up on time to her concerts, nigga. Fuck out of here. This nigga really rocked the Drio. That's my boy, though. Back to 6ix9ine, man. He did Locked Up Part 3 with 6ix9ine or whatever. Man, that shit ain't go nowhere. Hey, I'm going to tell you this. Yo, hey, you know this whole time people been thinking that me and 6ix9ine been paying me millions of dollars to stay hot. Nigga, I've never gotten paid at all from 6ix9ine. But it wasn't until the last 2 months I'm like, nah, nigga, I'm owed some money. What the fuck? I need to go ask about my money now. He gave Annuel baby mama like $4 million. I'm like, what the fuck? Then I seen Kodak get his $1 million. I'm like, and Kodak dissing him on the song. I'm like, 6ix9ine, I'm owed some millions, bro. I'm owed some millions now. I'm sorry, dog. Like, you my dog. And you know I'd do anything for you for free, but come on, homie. You giving everybody and their mama millions. What about me? What about Big Act? This shit is ridiculous. You know another reason I'm mad at YoungBoy too? Because when 6ix9ine was when he was trying to wire that nigga $1 million, he said, Act, if you, because you know, YoungBoy fake as hell. YoungBoy said the shit online and then Whack or whatever connected them. 6ix9ine never really talked to him directly. He told 6ix9ine or told Whack that he was going to do the song. 6ix9ine can't get a hold of him. So 6ix9ine know I talked to him. 6ix9ine is begging me daily. He's like, yo, Ack, if you my friend, you just ask him. He's like, yo, Ack, if he do the song with me, not only would I pay him, I'm going to give you some percentage on the song. I'm like, I care about it, but I'm like, all right, bet. I could have had motherfucker. Chat, this is jokes. I like these people. You know this is jokes, right? I'm prepared for September 10th, man. If y'all ain't copy our tickets, Academics and Friends. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna tell 6ix9ine. That's what we gotta do. Yeah, I'm gonna tell 6ix9ine. I'm gonna need him to perform. Yeah, that's what I need. Yeah, I need 6ix9ine to come through September 10th. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. Hey, September 10th. Make sure I go cop the tickets. It's my first show. It's in Jersey City, about like 5-10 minutes away from New York City. Please cop your tickets. It's Academics and Friends, and I'm starting to think about who my friends are. Because now I got to invite niggas. Of course, I'm going to be there. I'm like, who my friends? I'm like, all right, 6ix9ine done spent like $10 million on some other niggas. He could at least come through for his boy. Like, this is his boy. You know what I mean? That's a fact. All right, right? Let me see who else. Who my friend that y'all want to see? Who my friend? Maybe me and Youngboy squash our beef. We ain't even got no beef. I like Youngboy. I just don't like this gay shit what he doing. Like I gotta call it out. This gay shit you doing, and by the way, I was about to call out Drake too, but I realized Drake is stopping it at the nail polish. No more gay shit. Trust me. Trust me. Drake is stopping the gay shit at the nail polish. He's done. He's done. Okay? Because anything more than that, I would have to unleash a campaign against Lil Yachty. Somebody say I ain't calling out Drizzy Pooh. Hey, the nail paint is the last straw. He know that. Matter of fact, I hit that nigga. Let me see if he responded yet. Every time when I need him to respond, he ain't never respond. You know, I hit that nigga with right before I got on stream. You know I wanted it exclusive for y'all. I said, because he was hitting me about a Utopia. He's like, yo, you streaming tonight? I'm like, all right, bet my nigga fucking with me. So I hit him. I said, yo, album next week, right? We in it. On the red. Nah, I'm playing. That boy's sleeping. All right, cool. Somebody said, any nigga who listen to Cardi's gay? How Cardi gay? How Cardi get up in the gay mix? Cardi not gay? Cardi gay? No, he not. Nigga, Cardi fuck Ruby Rose. He fuck what's the other girl name? Iggy Azalea. Yeah, how he gay? Cardi just had a baby. Cardi kissing fans on stage? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Somebody said I get Youngboy thousands to coming. I'm telling you, I love Youngboy. I just need him to get past his gay shit, bro. Like, I don't know what this is. He just gotta get past it, bro. Cause I know he not gay. And when he talked to me privately, remember when he was painting his face and doing all the makeup shit? And I remember I was on the phone and I'm like, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I was like, what's up with that face paint shit? And he was like, say act. He said, I just wanna see what these pussy niggas gonna say. I'm like, oh shit, he's still gangster. He's still gangster. Oh, okay. He gave me a crazy reasoning. Youngboy told me he painted his face because he wanted to see which pussy niggas was gonna call him out. He didn't even tell me he enjoyed it. He was just like, I just want to see which pussy niggas gonna say something. I'm like, that's 3,000 IQ. Do something that your ops will call you out that you could get on their ass. Smart. I didn't think he liked it. Nigga, what the fuck? I thought he was really baiting the ops. Then I see him with the gay dude. I'm like, wait, maybe this is still part of baiting the ops? Nah, this. Okay. Oh, nah, he enjoyed it. Okay. Let me back up. All right. Stop playing with Cardi. He not gay, man. Cardi straight as a fucking arrow, nigga. Y'all niggas is tweaking. All right. I'm on my little jokey joke shit right now. Okay, let's keep moving on. All right. So anyway, I got no problem with 6ix9ine doing wait. No, 6ix9ine, stop cutting these checks. Bro, whatever you got going on in the Spanish world, spend that on security. I heard Anuel is so mad at you. I know he mad at you because that nigga, I posted some shit of you trying to fuck this baby moms or do some weird shit that he didn't like. And the nigga, yo, the way the nigga typed to me in the DMs, the nigga was typing in Spanish. I'm like, he know I don't speak Spanish, so I had to tell that nigga, "Como se dice?" No problema. I backed out of that. So 6ix9ine, stay away from Anuel. Let his baby mom go. You're not fully back to hip hop yet. And also, here's the thing. I know with Gunna succeeding, everybody who has been said or labeled as a cooperant think they're winning. Y'all not winning yet. None of y'all are winning. Stop the motherfucking malarkey. We got to wait till Gunna's second album. And also, y'all got to make good music like Gunna, okay? And by the way, nobody want to admit it because everybody keeps saying I'm a Gunna hater. But all that fuck you mean shit, that shit really popped off because of the ad-lib. How did ad-lib go? Let me see if I can hit the ad-lib. How did ad-lib go? Young Gunna wanna. Let me try to play. Hey, hopefully we don't get disconnected. On fuck you mean? There's a bitch on the fucking. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, right here.
In the third, solid, I'm keeping my word. Can't be my equal, don't know what you heard.
Yeah.
Crank up the foreign, I swear.
By the way, Gunna, yo, hey, welcome to Miami, brother. I know they kicked you out of Atlanta. It's all good. Yo, Miami got mad nice places. Yo, listen, like my homie got a place over Sunny Isles if you want to buy. Listen, no more Cleveland Ave for you. That shit's over with. It's over with. No Zone 6, no Glen Road, none of that shit. That shit's over with for you, okay? You're welcome in Miami, and you can stay here. Okay, brother? All love. Hey, speaking of which, everybody got to get it. Shit, I ain't streaming in a while, man. We just got to keep it a bean with everything. Hey, Chloe, what's her name? Chloe Simpson? Chloe Kardashian? What's her name? Hey, this is her name. Chloe Bailey. You not slick. You dipped on that nigga as soon as that nigga got locked up and got denied bail. You dipped on that nigga. But of course, this is why you can't, no disrespect. I ain't gonna call you the B word because I heard you down with Beyonce and I don't want him getting mad at me. But this is why these chicks, let me tell you, man, these chicks, this is what I was saying about Regine. Like, and everybody got mad at me. Regine dipped on that nigga wife and Lucci because she said this nigga is locked up. He ain't never coming home. Fuck him. I'm gonna go with this gay other nigga who look like he wants to do mukbangs all day. That's a fact. When Big Axe said it, everybody got mad. But now we know it's true. By the way, didn't she just break up with the mukbang nigga? I heard that nigga talking about, like, she basically called that nigga a clout chaser, right? Basically saying that, yo, she's Lil Wayne's daughter, she royalty, and that nigga is just a clout chaser because instead of checking on her, he wants to do mukbangs, right? Got that nigga out of the paint. Nobody came back to Big Ack and said, Ack, you were right. I told y'all, she left Lucci with a career and went to a nigga that was doing mukbangs. Oh, we're eating Chipotle today. Little Chipotle, KFC, a little bit of IHOP. Fuck out of here, nigga. You a clout chaser. But anyway, back to Chloe Bailey. You damn well know that Chloe Bailey she trying to be Beyonce. Like, ain't one of Beyonce protege or whatever the fuck. Man, as soon as she thought Gunna was not coming back home, she was single, nigga. Single as a motherfucker. I watched her in some shit called Swarms getting her back blown out. Straight doggy style, nigga. Donkey fucked. She didn't give 2 fucks about Gunna. Gunna's back with a new song. You know how she's sliding back in there?
I'm gonna wanna back all of me splurge. Watch me jump right off the curb.
Ain't this a bitch?
Like a bird. Spin on the first and the
Why wasn't you on the jail call singing this shit to that nigga when that nigga was going through anxiety, withdrawals? Y'all remember when Gunna was looking like a crackhead in jail? Oh, come on, man. See? I remember everything. Gunna, bail. Hold on. Nah, let's look at Gunna in court. You know the one where he look like he's just scratching himself? They got one where Gunna look like look, right here. Nah, right here. Hold on. Wait, where's it at? Stop playing with me. Boy going through all type of withdrawals right here. She wasn't fucking with this nigga. She was single, nigga. She was single. Now he back popping. Somebody said Gunna reposted it. Of course, because I don't want to call it a B word, but they're fake. Yeah, it's giving the song more clout. Just repost it, but like, you know, you can't really rock with her no more.
Know what you heard. Crank up the phone, I swear. Keep me a stick if they purge.
By the way, this shit trash too. Get the fuck on out of here, Chloe Bailey. You like the female Jacquees. You just singing a bunch of other niggas' songs. Where your song at? Where your fucking song at? Didn't you put out an album, did like 3,000? Where your song at, man? I always never got the hype behind her. She do look good, though. I ain't gonna hold you. I seen her movie getting banged out. Man, that ass look fat as a motherfucker. She had like them dimples on the shit. She look good. But let's just keep it a bean. She one of them chicks that really like, bro, we don't want to hear her music. We want to hear somebody else's music. We like listening to her. By the way, I do think she's a good actor. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Right? Your sister is the, what they call the fucking mermaid. Y'all go do that, man. Terrible. But Shade Room be all on her dick because they be thinking like these are the Beyonce like picked queens. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That's how you should have been moaning over the phone with Gunna when he was locked up ready to snitch on Thug. Right? When he was ready to snitch on Thug, you should be like, no, baby. Yeah. That's what you should have did. That boy could have probably stayed in jail for a couple more months. Boy would have probably ain't had that jacket on. Yeah. Fuck out of here, man. Garbage.
Fuck you mean? I'm gonna wanna they working my nerves. I'm about to.
Alright, man. Let me tell you this. This is proof that, listen, anytime a bitch break up with you, I ain't calling her a bitch, I'm just saying in general. These hoes break up with you, you break up with them, you just need to get lit again, man. These bitches on your dick like they ain't never left, nigga. She ain't say the word Gunna. Now she's talking about young Gunna. What does she want in there? Shut the fuck up. I just moan in y'all ear. My bad, chat. Shit getting out of hand, man. Shit getting out of fucking hand. All right, but we still here, though. What else we talking about, man? I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me see how long I got. I got about an hour and a half. I got to go link up with AD. I think AD trying to diss Adam. Yo, Adam. Big Ack is back. Thanos is back in the fucking building. I've been watching all y'all live streams. Thanos is back. Anybody want smoke? Anybody who even looked at me wrong has something bad to say, I'm back. Okay? I'm going to get everybody back in pocket. Yeah. Who needs some smoke, man? Come on, what are we talking about? Nah, it's my boy AD. You know what I mean? We're going to sit down and just chop it up real quick. You know what I mean? Don't you worry about it. Somebody says Lizzo too fat to be having orgies. Y'all want me to cook Lizzo right now? Y'all don't want me to cook Lizzo right now. All right, man. Fuck it, man. Light up the bacon grease, man. We got to get straight to it, bro. All right. Yo, listen. Lizzo's tweaking the fuck out, gang. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I've always been endearing to Lizzo. I think she's a BBW queen, all that type of shit. Really had no problem with her. I always thought that, you know, obviously she one of them loud, bodacious bitches who probably think that she look good while she dumb fat. See, I'm a fat nigga, but I don't be really running around here like a sex icon, but I'm a nigga. Like, I can't really, it's double standards, people. Like, nigga, first, I ain't even fat like Lizzo. Lizzo be having rolls on top of rolls. Bitch look like the Michelin Man. I can't even, like, bitch, I just got a belly. I got that belly thing, you feel me? But I can't even run around here and even act like, yo, shit, I might even have to wear a wife beat on the beach. Keep it a bean, right? Like, I just gotta accept reality. But that's not the same for bitches. Like, what bitch could be fat as a motherfucker? This bitch, yo, in Jamaican language, we call her swati. Like, yo, this chick is just, But everybody been protecting her, like, feelings, talking about how stop fat shaming. I ain't never hear niggas say, yo, stop fat shaming Khaled, Ross, me, Drewski. None of that. They just call us fat and say, keep it moving, bitch ass nigga. So, anyway, she been getting caught and all that type of shit, but still, there was some kind of like, sexy about it. You feel me? Like, I still want to, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I still would have lumped up all that fucking lard and just kind of twerked it out one time if it happened to be like that. But that's she the BBW queen, you heard me? But y'all, we got to find out her true nature. And I ain't gonna hold you, man. It ain't sound too good. So if you go on TMZ, you type in Lizzo, man. God, fuck. God damn. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. By the way, here's the thing that's foul. You could know when TMZ is trying to violate a bitch. Look at this fucking picture right here. This chick look like a smart car. They got her looking wild. Triple chin and all. They got her fucking slit starting from her titties up here, looking real crazy, disgusting. She looked like Martin in the Big Mama suit, the fat suit. You feel me? But anyway, this is what they're alleging. Let me get to it. God damn. You know what I mean? Before, I always was wondering about the moisture underneath this. Y'all be looking at how fat she is. This bitch fat, she gotta be sweating in the crevices. I was always thinking, I'm like, she must have the wet. Ooh, that gushy, that all of that. That's what I would be thinking about. My bad, I'm sorry. But if you listen to all these motherfuckers, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I gotta show y'all what supposedly was going on. Let me see. Is it here? Y'all gotta read this shit. It says Lizzo is a nightmare to work with behind the scenes, according to 3 of her former backup dancers. They're suing for what they claim were awful conditions on the job. One's naming and defending the new lawsuit. They said they danced for Lizzo and a touring company between 2021 and spring 2023, where they were unjustly fired or forced to resign. Now, let's be very clear. We're going to have to keep it a bean. Okay, we're only keeping it a bean. All right, could somebody cook up a little graphic? We need to keep it a bean segment. This is the keep it a bean segment. A bitch who got fired who's not running her mouth is as credible as a bitch who used to suck your dick but later on say you got a small dick. Bitch, what you was doing? How the fuck you sucked my dick for 2 years now you telling people my shit was small? Bitch, why you never tell me that? Why was you acting like you was choking? What the fuck? You ever seen a bitch like you stop fucking with a bitch, she got the same 5 things to say about you. Your dick small, you can't fuck. Bitch, you done orgasm more than 3,000 times with my dick. Now you what? So you know. So when you see somebody fired, you know what type of time this is. This is some other shit going on. Okay. They said they were unjustly fired. No, y'all niggas was let go. So we got to put that in perspective. Here's this. In the documents obtained by TMZ, these 3 fat bitches say that they made it into Lizzo's orbit through a Amazon reality show. Watch out for the big girls. And after making a cut, they said they were subjected to a number of California workplace violations, several amounts to sexual harassment, false imprisonment, and interference with prospective and economic advantage, among other claims. Now, I'm going to call cap on that already. Bitch, ain't nobody was keeping y'all on some false imprisonment. Y'all bitches could leave. Y'all fat hoes was just waiting there trying to get more bread. So I'm going to defend Lizzo on this. I'm going to call this a spade. This is this Judge Act operating. I don't give a fuck about nobody's feelings. Here we go. The accusation being hurled in few directions, including some aimed at members of Lizzo's management teams, blah, blah, blah. Says she's accused of holding them hostage. Nah, these fat hoes ain't want to leave, man. These fat, lazy bitches was sitting there comfortable, waving around their fucking lard. They ain't doing shit. Specifically, the women's site. This is where it gets spicy. They said the claim that she subjected them to attend some nude shows in Amsterdam and to the clear discomfort of her employees. During Amsterdam outing, they claim Lizzo goaded her dancers to touch nude performances and interact with them in very vulgar and explicit ways. The dancers claim they felt they had to do this to maintain their jobs. Okay? All right. Let me just say this off rip. Like, listen, no disrespect, Lizzo. All y'all fat bitches is hella freaky. I believe this off top. Apparently you had your dancers trying to suck on the bananas out of the snatch and the disgusting pussy of these sex workers. I believe that. I'm going to keep it being with you. Lizzo, you're fat as fuck. You're definitely a sexual deviant. It's cool. It's nothing wrong with it. I would just assume that's in your personal life. I think, you know what I mean? And here's the thing. I'm going to split hairs on this. I don't think you were trying to tell these girls if they didn't do it, they wouldn't have their jobs. I think you thought they were all like you, a fucking sexual deviant. You feel me? You want to go eat the banana out of these sex workers' pussy. You probably thought these nasty hoes who was co-signing. This is the problem with dick riders. They were probably acting like every weird shit Lizzo was into, they were into. So when Lizzo actually wanted y'all to do some weird shit, y'all probably was like, oh no. And y'all didn't even say probably to her in the moment. Y'all are only saying it now that y'all got let go. So if y'all didn't let go, would y'all have a problem with it? Or would y'all just keep shutting your mouth to keep her job? I can't really take nobody who has financial incentive to not speak the truth and be honest and only come clean when you're getting fired. So again, I believe that Lizzo had y'all licking bitches' pussy, eating a banana out of bitches' pussy, all that type of weird shit. Yeah, Lizzo is probably into that weird, freaky shit. Lizzo like to eat. Eating and sex probably go well together with her. Y'all bitches fat too. Y'all probably was into that a little bit, but y'all was probably capping to her, trying to dick suck and trying to be yes woman, trying to keep y'all jobs. And y'all would have never complained about none of this if y'all didn't get fired. So I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not blaming Lizzo for this. Lizzo's a weird bitch. She's been a weird bitch. She's dealing with body positivity issues. She's dealing with all these like people online. She's weird. Like, it's fine. Shit, a lot of people are weird. I'm weird. But I'm not going to just put y'all as the victim because y'all are just only speaking out now. Lizzo's weird and y'all weird too. I'm sorry to tell y'all. It's the fact. Somebody say you let Lizzo eat your ass? She would, probably. Come on, hold on. Somebody say, you know it's bad when act big ass is calling. Yo, me and Lizzo is not even the same weight class. Like, she's a super duper heavyweight, my nigga. Like, Lizzo is weighing like 380 pounds. Let's keep it a bean, bro. Like, y'all niggas really gotta stop tweaking on me. Like, Khaled is like 300 pounds plus. Khaled 300, like y'all niggas gotta stop playing. I ain't 300 pounds. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing. Like, y'all got me at 250. Real rap. The 300 plus committee, Lizzo, you 300. Stop playing. Khaled, Khaled, you might even be 400. Like, the more Khaled work out, he gain weight. I don't even know how. How the hell Khaled keep ingesting calories while working out? Shit, nigga, I ain't never show a day of me working out. But at least, like, I ain't gonna lie, I did lose 8 pounds since I've been sick. Real shit. But how the fuck Khaled never show him eating? Actually, do show him some eating sometimes. But he keep gaining weight the more he work out. Shit don't make sense. And I think Raw's 300 too. Let's keep it a bean, man. Let's keep it a bean. Somebody said I need to calm down. Nah, yo. Lizzo is innocent of these charges. I'm gonna show you why she's innocent, right? Because one of these scallywags, look at this right here. This is a scallywag, right? Well, let me not call it a scallywag because they be trying to give all my words. This is one of the victims who apparently was in the lawsuit against her. So she got linked up with Lizzo on the first, on some reality show, and she became a dancer, but then she wanted to become a singer, and then she was like applying within whatever this Lizzo world shit is for some singer shit, and this was her. By the way, this was shot in April 2023, so all that shit she told my Lizzo was a bad person, look how she told my Lizzo literally a few months ago.
Surprise! Hi. What's up? It's Ariana Davis from season 1 of Lizzo's Watch Out for the Big Girls. I know, you're probably thinking, why is she here? What is she doing auditioning for season 2? The short answer is, I'm a singer. And I just want to share that part of me with y'all. I know, I've been on tour. I've been working with Lizzo for some months, maybe close to a year now. And it's been so amazing and such a beautiful journey. And she's probably going to be like, girl, what are you doing? But anyway, I figured I might as well shoot my shot. I mean, I don't think she knows that I can sing. And the biggest thing about me is that I always say this, but dance is my first love and music is my passion. And if I was to be chosen for the cast of season 2 of Watch Out for the Big Girls, I don't know. I just think that it would mean the world to me to share.
Fuck this. Case dismissed, man. Lizzo, you a weird bitch. We knew you was kind of weird. We knew you like to eat all type of shit. We ain't know you was included into sex. Fire these scallywags. Fire these bitches around you. And also, you know, again, some of your personal issues, which I do believe is true, don't take out among them, okay? Number one, you're the fat bitch. We know this. You could have a bunch of skinny performers around you, you try to theme your whole brand around this body positivity shit, and you encourage other women to be built like you or be big boned, whatever you want to call it, to be in your presence. You shouldn't be privately shaming them to lose weight because they can't do it to you. So again, if you care that much about weight, you're the singer. So like nobody's gonna really complain about your weight because you're the boss. Just hire a bunch of skinny bitches then. But if you're gonna have these other women who are plus size and you claim you're into body positivity, leave them alone. Like you shouldn't be like, I do believe you probably, either you or through other members of your team, probably berated these women about weight and shit like that. And maybe you thought you had a great reason, like, oh, it's about looking good, this and third. Shit, you don't look good, bro. Just get over it, bro. It is what it is. So case dismissed. Send these scallywags back to like another tour. And I really feel like this is all about nothing. I don't think she's as bad as people think it is. And I think with these people who are on tour, yeah, they probably were being talked to a little bit crazy. But here's the thing. Do you have any other opportunity? And I'm not saying this ain't a regular workplace where like people believe that like nobody's gonna hire you other bitches. Like nobody want to see y'all on stage. The fuck? Only on Lizzo's stage you want to see on stage. So now, cool. Y'all ain't gonna get no money from Lizzo. Where the fuck we about to see y'all at? Let's figure it out. Again, entertainment is tough. Listen, it unfortunately, I know some of y'all want to believe this is like regular work environment. No, in entertainment, people get told, yo, listen, you need to lose weight. Yo, you need to do this. Yo, you need to fix your acne problem. Hey, you need to do this. This is entertainment. And again, because this is not a job you're promised, you could go do other things, or you could go work for somebody else, or work for yourself if you have that much of a brand. You know what I mean? Shit, if I had my own brand, I guarantee, I swear, like, I feel like, have I ever? No, I don't think I ever, but it's like, I'm pretty sure people would have told me like, yo, listen, act. Bro, we don't want to keep putting you on our fucking cameras and shit until you lose weight to be this amount. Unless you're that guy, you're going to have to adhere to that. If Rod Wave wasn't Rod Wave, nigga, like, nigga, we not finna keep putting you in, marking you, blah, blah. That's how the old music industry used to work. The fat niggas used to just write songs. The unattractive niggas wrote songs. You can't complain like, oh, no, I have the talent, but they won't give me a chance to be a star. No, motherfucker. This is an entertainment business. People don't want to look at you. I'm sorry to tell you. So, again, well, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just telling you what's real. And when you don't have that you don't have that brand to kind of support it, you got to play your cards a little bit different. Shit, I ain't saying that they probably have the best environment for you, but you also have to know that this lawsuit, which I don't think you're getting nothing from, is probably like a career ender because you don't have a brand. Who the hell's going to put you on tour? Again, I'm not saying none of these women should be subjected to eating bananas out of people's snatch, but it's a tough world. All right, somebody said, talk about Kodak getting called out by 1090 Jake. Lizzo always struck me as like a nasty bitch. Let me go to Lizzo's page. Lizzo. Come on. And let me go a little further on the Lizzo shit. Because, like, this is just how I genuinely feel. Let me tell you this. If y'all want to know about academics, this Lizzo right here. This fupa is unfor-fucking given, my nigga. God damn. This thigh look like whale meat right here, bro. Holy. Let me tell you this. Lizzo, ain't nothing wrong with your personal preferences. Like I always say this. I'm fat. I can't date fat hoes. Bitch, we can't be walking down the street looking like double zeros. This ain't football. Okay? We can't look like two O's. I like a skinny bitch. I'm sorry to tell you. You feel me? Now, that's what I like in my personal life. Who I'm fucking on, who I'm going to be with. Who I'm going to be hiring, who I'm going to be on a professional level, especially if it's, well, at least for me, I'm hiring people behind the scenes. I guess you could kind of argue that even a background dancer is kind of in front of the scenes, but still, for me, I don't have those type of standards when it comes to hiring the best available help. You get what I mean? So whatever your personal preference is, Lizzo, like, I don't think nobody cares. Just like if a dude likes BBW and they like you, it's up to them. I think with her, she should make it clear that her hiring practices or how she likes to keep her business going is much different than whatever her preference is. And I guarantee she probably has like strict preferences. Trust me. Trust me. Listen, take it from me. Ain't nobody have more standards for women than a fat nigga, bro. And just like ain't no bitch have more standards for other women than a fat hoe. Trust me, okay? If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. But yeah. Lizzo, man. And also, you know I'm disappointed in that too? Because I see you online too much crying about your weight, bro. Like, you be crying about it. Oh, y'all keep bullying me. Like, bro, like, if you should be so sympathetic to it. Like, you should be the last one to do it. You should be so sympathetic. Yo, I've watched Lizzo cry 2 million times. Oh, my God. Yo, Lizzo, you put your your Twitter or your X page, whatever you want to call it now, Lizzo Twitter. Bro, you put your shit on like private all the time. Like, it happens now. It happens right now to be public, but like most of the times your shit is private because you can't stand the heat. You don't like to be ridiculed. You don't like to be all that type of shit, right? You constantly try to lean on body positivity on all these things to make sure you're not getting bullied constantly. Why the fuck would you want to do it to like other people? Again, you have a choice to, I guess you can also not hire them, but if that's your personal choice to have people a certain way around you, why bring them around you to make them feel like shit? But that's another angle, and this is the last angle I'll tackle before I get off of this. A lot of times, this is us humans, right? So it's not a fat thing or nothing. This is just us humans. Because I've caught myself doing this. When you feel like other people are constantly putting you down, and you are in a position of power and you have some resources, sometimes you want to put other people down. You get what I mean? You want to, like, if you feel like you get bullied, you want to bully somebody. And I feel like that happens a lot, right? So Lizzo takes a lot of people saying stuff about her, and she probably, she wants to dish it off as well. I just don't think that's right. Again, because that's really unsolved trauma that you haven't dealt with. Because people are laughing at you or clowning you for whatever. Now you feel like you have to be a bully to other people who are probably undeserving. So, Lizzo, fix up, man. But this ain't no cancellation shit. You're gonna be fine, okay? Them bitches is overblown, I think. All right. Where we at next? So Enzo Kubrick, thank you for all the gifts, brother. I appreciate it. Somebody said you gonna knock that dust off that fupa. Yo, you're a fucking bitch with a fupa. You gotta lift the bitch up. You gotta lift that shit up to really get, or you hitting it missionary and you gotta press the fupa back I ain't know about that one. I ain't know about. Yo, what's the best position to fuck a fat bitch in? I ain't fucked a fat bitch in a while, man. I keep saying I'm fat already. I can't fuck. You know how Kodak say, he black already, he can't fuck with no black bitch, which I don't agree with. I think that's very foul, Kodak. I'm fat already. I don't fuck fat bitches. Oh, Melly. Let's talk about Melly. All right. Yo, I'm so sorry I wasn't here for like the conclusion of the case. I was a little sick. I'm sorry. I apologize. Y'all forgive me. I know y'all forgive me. Let me tell you this, man. Melly is fucking cooked. I'm going to keep it a bean with you, okay? I remember when I first seen that Melly, that's a mistrial, I said, what the fuck? Number one, the mistrial happened dumb quick, right? So they went into deliberations the Thursday. I thought the Friday, they got sequestered. I thought the Friday, it was going to be like, yo, let's look at this, let's look at that. By the Saturday, they were talking about a hung jury or a mistrial. And the judge granted the mistrial on the Saturday, which was crazy. And I was like, damn, they're not getting like the weekend? And granted, I guess because they sequestered them, like these people can't go nowhere but be in a hotel and deal with a trial. And I'm like, fuck. Now, we get to realize what the real story was, right? I think some of y'all kind of know the story now. Melly's mom had came out saying it was 9-3. And I was trying to like formulate my mind around this. I was trying to formulate my mind around this whole thing saying, what the fuck, right? I was like, what happened here? Now, let me compare this to the Tory trial, right? So in the Tory trial, and I was coming up with this, like, you know, even though I was sick, I was like, yo, you know what this is showing me? It's better to have, and people have said this historically in any case, it's a reason why you don't want no witnesses. When everybody dead man tells no tales. And I said, damn, look at Tory. He got found guilty by that jury. Why? I believe that victim is alive. No disrespect, but if he had clapped Meg, and I'm not saying I ain't wish Meg to be killed or nothing like that. If Meg was dead, maybe even Kelsey too. You get what I mean? And it was a little bit muddiness, but ain't nobody getting on the stand to talk. Tory gonna still be out here be like, Lydia girl, Lydia girl, Lydia. Yeah. I ain't been broken a minute. Yeah. That's what I'm telling you. I know. Don't get in y'all feelings. I'm telling y'all what I believe. I'm not wishing death on nobody, clearly. What I'm trying to say is that I was looking at both of these cases and I said, Melly shit resulted in a mistrial while Tory got convicted. Only thing I could think of differently is that Melly didn't have one person testify saying he did it. No one. Not one witness showed up against Melly and said, oh yeah, he told me he did it. Oh yeah, I seen him do it. Oh yeah, no witnesses. There is 0 witnesses with YNW Melly. With Tory, you got the friend of Meg saying, yeah, you know, like she gave a different story to the DA saying Tory did it. Then she tried to switch up. Then you have Meg crying, Tory shot me. Yo, you got witnesses, nigga. I'm sorry to tell you. Tory, so that's what I was thinking off rip. I'm like, damn. This is probably the biggest proof that if there are witnesses, you're fucking cooked. Then, and then we see the mom say, yo, the jury was 9-3 and basically saying Melly was innocent. Come to find out it was the other way around. It was 3-9 of there was 3 people who said that Melly wasn't innocent or said he was innocent, and 9 wanted to convict him. Let me see if I can find the article here. Let me see. So the jury came back. Let me see. Oh shit! I spelled juror wrong. Okay, here we go. I'll just use this. Okay, here we go. In the latest update in the YNW Melly double murder case, an individual who served on the jury is going public with details on their experience, including allegations of an explosive and manipulative fellow juror. As previously reported, Broward Circuit Judge John Murphy declared a mistrial in July. In court, Murphy read a letter from the jury and thanked them for their service in the prolonged proceedings. After further discussions, reviewing the evidence, and speaking freely amongst jurors, we're still unable to reach a unanimous decision. Now, our jurors opened up behind the scenes in the case in a new interview. Let's go here. And this was the new interview said. It says most jurors wanted to convict Melly of 2 murders. This is what the jurors said. Look, a person who served on a jury during the YNW Melly first trial for the murders in the YNW Collective, blah, blah, said that the majority wanted a guilty verdict. Speaking on the condition of anonymity, the juror blamed the mistrial on one woman who served on the jury and who appeared to be determined to acquit Jamel Melly Demons for the 2018 murder of Christopher Juvie Thomas Jr. and Anthony Sackchaser Williams. this is what the juror is saying. From day one, she had issues with the foreperson selected. If you don't know who the foreperson is, that's the person who's going to be delivering everything to the court. That's the person who kind of like will start votes and kind of like, it's kind of the leader of the jurors, right? So they said from day one, that person had issues with the foreperson selected, at one point crossing her arms. So I guess it was a woman, right? By the way, this is another thing they teach you about picking a jury, and they teach you about your demeanor in court and who you need to seem sympathetic to. A lot of times when it comes to jury selection, they look at the mannerisms of women, because if a woman likes a guy, right, who might be accused of a crime, they will fight harder and they will be like, fuck it, I'm not participating no more until we free this guy. The thing with men who are usually more logical, even if they think someone is innocent, they might not fight tooth to the nail and they might give in, right? So that's the great thing sometimes about picking women who are very, sympathetic to the accused. So clearly, according to this witness, this person was. Look, she was explosive, manipulative. She was rude, yelled insults at anyone who had a different opinion. She was there to cause chaos, the former juror said. During Von Dar, where prospective juries are questioned to be whatever, the woman said she had previous experience with the legal system because of past family issues. She insisted that this would not have affected her ability to serve as juror. On the last day of deliberation, the former juror said that while it appeared they were 11-1 to convict Melly of manslaughter, which, by the way, this is also interesting. I'm going to tell you why this is interesting. 11-1 to convict Melly of manslaughter. Remember, manslaughter was a late charge that they put in to possibility with the jury, because, and that wasn't going to carry, there's no death penalty with that. So the one that had the death penalty election was first degree murder, which is capital murder in Florida. That would have the death penalty, but they put another charge that people could think about, or the jury could think about, called manslaughter. You know what manslaughter would be? Hey, he's playing around with the gun and he didn't mean to kill the guys, but he did. Maybe he's playing around with the gun, he accidentally shot, or maybe maybe he shot them trying to wound them, but they died, right? So his intention wasn't to kill. Do you get what I'm saying? And they're saying that was the charge that the juries. So by the way, this is good news a little bit for Melly. Look like that first degree murder charge doesn't hold. Why doesn't it hold? There ain't no motive. So a jury thinking about this is going to be like, why the fuck would he want to kill his best friends? Why would he plan to kill his best friends? How could it be premeditated if he's not planning to do it? If we can't believe in this whole planning, it's not premeditated. That's why they threw the manslaughter in. Do you get what I'm saying? So I guess maybe the closest thing for a conviction was 11-1 on a manslaughter charge with deadly weapon. And they said the woman who was the one pulled two other jurors aside and spoke to them for a few minutes and convinced them to come to her side. It said then she came over and announced to the group that they had changed their minds. But when another juror asked why she was speaking for them, she exploded, the former juror said, adding that the woman hurled insults, including gay slurs, at the man who questioned her. Without an agreement, the judge declared a mistrial on July 22nd. The juror says, it's something we're never going to forget. We were shaken at the end. The former juror said that the decision to speak up about what happened behind the scenes resulted from reports that Demon's mother, which is Melly's mom, Jamie Demons King, that was saying that the jury was deadlocked at 9-3 in favor of an acquittal. The jurors said no, it was the opposite. So it was 3-9. 9 of the jurors believed Demons was guilty. That's not true. I don't want somebody out here changing my vote. You tell a lie enough, it becomes the truth. The next hearing, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So that's the current thing. Melly would have been pretty much cooked. There was one woman, and this is how it shows the how important jury selection is. One woman basically stood her ground and said he's not guilty. And the way she got a mistrial, she convinced two other people to say, why are y'all voting for him to be guilty? Maybe he didn't do this. You want to put the power of killing someone or having them incarcerated for years in your hands, and there's these little muddiness about the trial? And those people agreed. And that's how they deadlocked the entire process. When it was 11-1, I'm pretty sure like the foreperson or whoever was thinking, okay, you know what? We could take a day or two with this and try to wear them down, that they could realize that voting for guilty is the right thing to do, and we'll get unanimous. Except that person looked like they weren't going, and more than they weren't going, they felt the opposite because they were trying to convince other people, right? Wow. Anyway, so here's the latest news on his retrial. They're saying it's going to be beginning on October 9th. Say hearing was held in Broward County for rapper YNW Melly, at which they set a date for the rapper to be retried. So he's going to be retried for the same thing. Now, I've been trying to talk to some lawyers about what does this mean. Do defendants have a better chance of beating it on a retrial? Do they have a better chance of getting a better deal? Do they have what's the stakes going into this? Because it's almost like everything is essentially going again like it's brand new. Remember, Melly's lawyers were going for mistrial multiple times during the trial. Theirs weren't granted, but it was granted after the jury can't come to a decision. So what the fuck is going on now? So here it goes. It says the 12-member panel couldn't reach unanimous verdicts after 3 days of deliberation. The prosecutors who have been seeking a death penalty choose to retry the case with the new jury. Now, there's going to be some complications too. I'm not too sure if because they chose to retry the case, do they need to also renew them seeking the death penalty? Because that might also go back up to, if you don't know, that went to the Supreme Court the first time, damn near. Or at least I think it was the Supreme Court of Florida. A unanimous verdict is required to convict or acquit a defendant. Murphy asked the jurors to keep deliberating after they said they were deadlocked, but they relented and came back a third time. Prosecutors say that Melly, whose legal name is whatever, is shot, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so this was part of the hearing. Let's see if we can hear.
Jamie Benjamin is on, and so is Daniel Erickson. So I didn't receive an objection from the state, and that's what we had reset for, to give her time to review it.
Understood. So there's not.
Cell towers, the distance of cell tower sector bands.
This is a prosecutor, and this is the defense attorney. Clearly, he's a lead. Remember the black guy who I told you was doing a great job? I didn't see him too much. But this guy, who, by the way, remember I told you, sorry for pausing this. Remember I told you this guy, I was like, yo, he's mad aggressive type shit. Hold on, what the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, okay. Remember I told you this guy was like mad aggressive? Clearly, it worked. A lot of his aggression worked in him kind of getting at some of these witnesses and getting at, some of these police officers who were testifying. He went crazy. So it looked like he's a lead.
In addition, Your Honor, I would indicate that
It was on the cross-examination. Mr. Adelstein asked him about the distance. He responded.
Okay. Okay, so here's Melly. You see Melly?
Your colleague had indicated that hopefully next week you'll make some determination whether you're in or out. All right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Judge, would you want me to send you the excerpts from Detective Moretti's testimony regarding my motion?
Yo, this gotta suck for Melly.
Pardon me?
He went from wearing these nice suits with a turtleneck to now he's back in like these chains. Like, yo, his life has just constantly been in bondage for like so long. It's kind of sad. You know what I mean? Just look at him.
I try to read everything you tell me, you want me to look at, and if you haven't brought it up yet, I mean, you need to send it to the state. I don't know if she's gonna want to rebut something that was in there by another people. If you want to send something, you let the state know, and send copies to everybody. But the hearing's concluded.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Melly and his lawyer.
Kobe.
Yo, they got to go through this process again.
Good morning, Mr. Gray. Can you hear everything?
Okay, now, here's the thing. Let me say this. This is a possibility, and I don't know if anyone has really looked into. Now, granted, this is unlikely because the state has gone for the death penalty. They want this guy to die. So it's unlikely that they're going to come back and be like, you know what? We have there's a real potential that this case just gets blown up and he does, like, no matter if you hear the story about this one juror, it blew, like, they didn't complete trial and convict him the first time. There might be another juror like that. Like, you're wasting state resources. And yes, he's a popular rapper, and yes, it's a quote-unquote heinous crime. But what about now when it comes to, like, the state? Maybe they're like, hey, if they were almost going to convict him of manslaughter, how about we offer Melly a second degree, because I think it was first degree manslaughter that they put on the thing that he was about to get convicted for. It was 11-1, then obviously went 9-3. But we have no semblance of knowing if it was going to ever be first degree murder. That's the only thing that the death penalty would be on the table for, first degree murder. What about if the state comes back and says to Melly, right? And let me pause this for a second, right? Yo, Melly, we'll give you second degree manslaughter. You got to plead guilty, so 2 counts to second degree manslaughter, Florida. Let's see what that carries, right? Think about this, right? Remember, it looked like the jury almost convicted him of first degree manslaughter. How about they say to him, yo, we'll give you second degree, right? Manslaughter, 2 counts, which is punishable by up to 15 years in prison, right? 15 years probation, blah, blah. How about if they say to him, yo, for the 2 counts, we're going to suggest to the judge that you get 10 years. How long has he been locked up? Since 2018. It's 5 years since he's been locked up. Think about it. Like, this might end like this, even though I don't think it will, because I think the prosecutors, they look crazy. Like, they look crazy, and also they really think this guy is so bad that they look pussy if they give him something that's even favorable, right? You can't go from one the guy to die to basically giving him 10 years. But a possibility could be like, yo, we're going to offer you 10 years. I think in Florida, you might have to do like 60 or 70%, which literally would make Melly have to serve like 2 more years. Then he could get out on probation or parole or whatever it is. He'd pay a fine, this and third. They're going to run both sentences concurrently for the 2 counts. And maybe he does 10 years, which, again, would allow him to get out maybe in 2026. If I'm Melly, now granted, I'm only thinking about the case. I'm not thinking if he really did it. If I'm Melly, y'all come to me with this, yo, take 10 years, I'm taking that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Dartboy90 says, yo, act. They're definitely not giving in what? They're not giving him that. Hey, well, here's the thing. Remember, they didn't get the conviction the first time. This is a public case. A lot of people have seen it. They have already said, oh shit, the last jury couldn't make up their minds. I would imagine the second jury that they're going to pick is going to want to say, yo, if y'all couldn't convict him the first time, y'all got to come with some new info. What new info they're going to get? Nobody's testifying. Nobody wants to be around this fucking case. They keep just talking about like all these statistical data and obviously GPS stuff, which obviously matters. But like, again, Melly's team is even fighting that it's his phone. Not saying that he wouldn't get, I think that he probably will get convicted on the next trial. But if you're the state, why take the chance? You're just wasting resources. Go to the nigga, tell him, yo, we'll give you a second degree, run both concurrently. We want 10 years, even if they say 12 years. Say 12 years and he has to sit in jail for like 3 or 4 more. He's been locked up for 5 already. He's been locked up for 5 years. Let's say he got to stay in jail for 3 to 4 more years. What more do you want? Unless you're only looking for the death penalty, which I just don't think this is going to get the death penalty. This case just is heinous, but it's just not that black and white and clear that this guy did this shit on some really maniacal, cold-blooded shit. At least with the evidence shown that you're going to give him the death penalty. So why not just get close to 15 years out of him and call it a wrap? Somebody said that's a good deal, but no. Nasty, of course I'm reading the Rumble chat. What you talking about, nigga? Somebody say he's definitely getting convicted the next trial. Hey, this was a proof of, yo, his lawyer team did an excellent job choosing the jury. Hey, obviously we won't ever know who that jury was that said, nah, we're not voting that he's guilty or whatever. But how much you want to bet that person listens to a lot of Melly? How much you want to bet that person who called over the other 2 jurors and say, yo, let's go this way? How much you want to bet that person listens to YNW Melly? What do you think? I think that person's a fan. I think that person knew the system, and I remember they said that they already were familiar with the system by something with like their family or whatever. I think they were familiar enough with the system, they liked Melly enough, and they finessed their way through jury deliberations or jury picking that they weren't disqualified. Or maybe somehow the defense knew like they were like sympathetic, allow them to be on the shit, because that person, they were going for Melly. Yo, they flipped 2 other people. Sconey, you say if that's you taking a deal? I'm telling you, if there's a deal, you gotta take that bitch. iPhone user says, yo, Ack, you chatting, bro. You was wrong about the Tory trial. You're 0-2. I mean, you could call it 0-2. I did think he was gonna get kind of convicted if I had to pick. I did think he was gonna get convicted, but we're finding out this wasn't like a normal like, oh, no conviction. Like they kind of think he did it. They had a super juror on that shit. Which, by the way, anytime you see somebody accused of something, you hope that there's a juror who fucks with you that much. I wonder if that woman will ever. Well, actually, I don't think she'll ever do interviews. The woman who was fighting for Melly, because I guarantee that, through the courts, they're going to be looking at that woman for jury tampering. If you ever remember, I compared this case to the Vibes Cartel case. In the Vibes Cartel case, there was a situation just like this. There was like 2 jurors, or 1 juror actually, who refused to vote Vibes Cartel guilty and basically went to other jurors and said, hey, listen, you should change your vote. But what they did was they offered money. They said, yo, if you change your vote, I could make sure you get paid. And then the person who they were trying to get to flip, they basically told like, yo, somebody's trying to get me to change my vote and offer me money. And that kind of blew up in everybody's faces. You know what I mean? But yeah, this kind of happens, right? Like, you know, shit. Let me see if there's any more shit. Melly's always in good spirits, man. How much you think that lawyer getting paid?
We're not aware of any of those type of issues. Or are we not aware?
If they're aware that these guys are traveling internationally too, I was watching some of their things, but except jet lag. I'm healthy. I'm right here.
Okay. Let's discuss this part. Should Melly get bail? So he was denied bail as well, obviously. So they're gonna hold him in jail until the time of the new trial. So if he doesn't beat trial, he's probably never getting out. Should he get bail? Keep in mind, Andrew Tate and them, obviously they're in Romania, but they were on house arrest after being locked up for 3 months. They were accused of some pretty heinous shit. Wasn't Lucci? Well, actually, no. Lucci had a RICO case and he got bail, but then they hit him with the murder charge and then they locked him back up again. I guess if you are accused of murder, you don't get a bail. That doesn't seem right though. Especially with these type of guys who, like, I'm pretty sure if the judge put some crazy stipulation in place to say, hey, listen, you need 15 armed security guards watching your residence. We're going to have GPS monitoring where you have to check in every 30 minutes with an app and you have to have ankle monitoring. I almost believe that Melly would probably agree to all that. Like, I'm guessing the judge is probably thinking, no, you're just a fucking, according to what the state is saying, you're just such a killer. You might try to kill again. But like, damn, yo, that was a mistrial. I think he's deserved bail after a mistrial. Am I tripping? I think that he deserves bail. Now he didn't get bail. By the way, if you're the Andrew Tate thing is a little bit interesting. Did y'all see Andrew Tate? Andrew Tate got let off house arrest today. And he made a statement. Like, he just walked out of his crib and made a statement. So keep in mind, he's still going to be facing sexual assault charges and, like, I think some human trafficking charges. But he got let out of jail and put to house arrest. Now he's no longer on house arrest, but he can't leave the country, or I believe some of the provinces of Bucharest, which is in Romania. So he could leave his property. He just can't, like, leave, like, the province or whatever. But it's still a big step because he's been bounded to house arrest for many, many months, okay? And this is a statement he walked out and made. Listen.
Good morning, everyone. In January, when I was thrown in a jail cell, the media reported and told the world that I was a terrible person. They said that I hurt people and I make a lot of money from criminal enterprise, and here we stand 7 or 8 months later and I've not seen a single victim on the news. I don't know if you have. I've seen lots of girls sticking up for me, lots of people defending me. I've not seen a single person stand up and say that I have hurt them. Not one. It's very exhausting to continue to perpetuate lies. It's very hard to keep lies afloat when you have no actual evidence. We've been completely innocent since the beginning of this, and I have to give absolute faith to the Romanian judicial system for finally making the right decision and letting us free. I'm sure in the end we'll be absolutely exonerated, and everybody who was pushing these lies and reporting things on repeat without any substantial evidence are going to have to analyze within themselves why they decide to try and destroy people's lives purely for views. I've done nothing wrong. God knows I've done nothing wrong. In my heart, I know I've done nothing wrong. I think the people at home who are the functioning brain understand we've done nothing wrong, because nobody has yet to identify a single victim which is saying that we've done anything to them since the beginning of this entire process. Once again, absolute respect to the judge, respect to Romania, respect to the Romanian judicial system. I look forward to being completely exonerated in due time. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, I'm a little bit like, I'm still lost on this whole case. Obviously, I like Tate. Like, I think he's a positive influence for men. But I also like saw like some texts where like, you know, they were like, hey, this is part of the evidence that leaked, which is ironic. Why are they leaking this evidence now? Other than maybe they knew that he was going to get let off house arrest. And the evidence was supposedly him telling like he strategically in the chat was describing how he was breaking a woman down mentally to basically just follow his very commands and basically making sure that she was so indoctrinated she wouldn't leave or go anywhere or go places he didn't want her to go. And that was a little concerning. But it comes on the heels of him being released from house arrest. So it's like, if he's that bad of a guy, as y'all was saying in those messages, he just got let off house arrest. And also, why did those messages come now? Why didn't it come earlier? So it's like so confusing, but this is the Bucharest Romanian like legal system. And we don't know if what we're hearing is super relevant to the case, in the case, or we don't even know what arguments is being made in court to either try to keep these guys locked up or to either further the case. At least with the YSL situation, we could hear what they're being said. Here, it just feels like we don't know. So we're going through what Andrew and Tristan say, and they basically say that there is no case. Niggas think that they stole money from TikTok women. Then we get some leaked information, and people say, nah, it's more than that. You guys were like, you know, brainwashing women. So type of shit. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. What was I gonna? I was gonna look at something else just now. Fuck. I was gonna look at something really quickly. What the fuck was I gonna look at? All right, we talked about Melly, Kodak, Tate. Oh, it's something with Cardi. Oh, no, I know what I was going to talk about. All right. Hey, I'll give you some insight on this. I'm hoping it happened. Okay, this, and I've seen a lot of people like so ridiculous with this. So, No Cap changed his profile picture to, I'm not dropping this album without Playboy Cardi on it. And No Cap, a very popular musician. I seen a lot of people just thinking, you know, and I seen some of the comments, and I felt bad about how people were talking about this, because they were talking about No Cap like he was just some type of begging ass nigga who's just desperate to have a Cardi look. And I seen some of the comments like, crazy how people are embracing Cardi way when not too long ago they swore it was weird, or No Cap and Cardi wouldn't even sound good together. Cardi out here saving niggas. He says, guess he won't be releasing this album then. We will be okay without it. Somebody said, bro made this PFPP. What the fuck? Now, let me give you a little bit more context to this. And everything I'm telling you is absolute fact. Some months ago, I can't remember the exact time. I could go through my DMs and figure out when it was, but that's corny for me to do. Just believe me, it's facts. Playboy Cardi hit me up, and he says, hey, listen, this is after he watched my interview with No Cap on Off the Record. And he said, yo, No Cap. He said, yo, I watched the interview you did with him. He's like, he's my favorite rapper right now. This is what Cardi said. He says, yo, he's like, yo, you gotta link us. And I hit No Cap. I said, No Cap, this is gonna sound random, but my man Playboy Cardi hit me, and he said, you are his favorite rapper right now, bro. He says he loves you. And I ain't gonna lie, No Cap was a little shocked. And I was just like, yo, I wanted your permission to link y'all. And he was like, of course, let's do it. And I linked them together, and the rest is gonna be history, because I wasn't like all the way communicative with both sides. They're grown men, they could do what they want to do. But that's as much as I know. Cardi showed him hella love privately. He was receptive to it. And when I see this not dropping the album without Cardi, I think Cardi's on it. Cardi's on it. Cardi's on it. I'm telling you, Cardi's on it. It got to be on it. Like, you know what I mean? And the only reason I'm bringing this to light, because maybe they didn't even want nobody to know about that interaction, is that so many people, we love Cardi, but like, let's not act like everybody's a weirdo just dick sucking Cardi, okay? Let's not act like that's the case. No Cap is a legitimate, talented musician, and Cardi reached out because he fucked with him, genuinely. And No Cap genuinely fucked with him, and they have, whatever. And this is a little marketing, you know what I mean? He's just like, yo, I'm not dropping until this is a little marketing. But don't try to please don't lump my nigga No Cap in this like dick sucking wave. Like, there's some niggas who are all the way dick sucking Cardi and is on his wave. But No Cap is not one of those. And I think I can't wait, and I'm hoping the record comes out. I will be very happy to know that I connected two men who are just genuinely fans and, admire each other's work and their skill and attributes. So I guess that's a little spoiler. I know they've chopped it up already. So if he's putting this out months later in the little PFP, they probably have a track together. You know what I mean? So please stop acting like No Cap is just some bum ass nigga. No, he's not. Okay? And salute to Cardi. It shows how like Cardi is still like viewing the canvas of new artists and viewing the canvas of different styles and saying, yo, this is my favorite rapper. Like he said that about No Cap. He's like, yo, this is my guy. And I'm like, oh shit. Made me think, I was like, how does a No Cap and Cardi song sounds like now? But as we heard with like Cardi on motherfucking Utopia, it could sound like anything, right? Like I think Cardi just a really just creative motherfucker. This shit could go any type of way. So I can't wait till this comes out. Somebody says I should talk about YB's court case. I'll talk about that real quick. Salute to YoungBoy. Obviously, he didn't have the biggest W recently when it came to his court situation. YoungBoy court. But I don't think I've spoken about this. So, yeah, let's see if we could. Okay. So, here's the thing. Everybody was excited about YoungBoy. Basically kind of saying, the fuck is this? Everybody was excited about YoungBoy and basically saying, well, here we go, sorry. There we go. Everybody was excited about, what the fuck? Nigga, I am not paying for this nigga. They're going hard. Okay, anyway. After YoungBoy beat that case in California, after he beat that case in California, people felt like the Baton Rouge or the Louisiana case was going to be pretty much just a formality and be dismissed. So, again, I'll give you a quick synopsis. The first case he caught was in Louisiana. He was shooting a music video. Some people who didn't really know the guys on the block, they just saw a bunch of Negroes on the block with guns and some cameras. They called the cops and said, yo, there's a bunch of dread-headed niggas outside with guns and whatever. Come check this out. Police pull up. Niggas run. Niggas left guns, this and third. Eventually, the cops basically got everybody, and they brought everybody in. Now, they would do the normal, hey, listen, whose guns is this, blah, blah. Obviously, no one's going to be like his YoungBoy's gun, right? But through their investigation, they then looked through like memory cards and all this type of stuff that was video of the scene, and essentially they saw YoungBoy with weapons in his hand. Now, YoungBoy is a felon. He can't have guns in his hand at all, ever. And they charged YoungBoy with that, and it was the feds who charged him with that. Now, after he got charged with that, he was in LA, and they had let him go from that. And in LA, I guess that's when the feds picked it up. The feds executed an arrest warrant, and that's when he was running away from the police. He hopped out the car. He started running into some shit. Blah blah blah. They sent a dog to go get him. And when they locked him up for that, there was a gun in that Maybach. I think it was a Maybach truck. People were like, damn, he got 2 gun cases now. One in Louisiana, one in California. Remember, at first he wouldn't get no bail, and then it was back and forth. They were like, well, if they give you bail, we'll give you bail. Then he got bail on house arrest. Now, he went to trial with the first case that came up, which was actually the second case, the one that he got caught in California. And miraculously, he beat that case. I actually thought that was a long shot to beat the case, but he beat the case. Essentially, even though he was driving the car and the gun was in the center console or wherever the fuck it was, they just couldn't prove that it was his gun or he was in possession of said gun. So he beat that case. Now, while he beat that case, there was a whole thing that happened with the other case where a judge, because his lawyer's been going hard, a judge said, hey, listen, when young boy was shooting this video on this block and y'all went to investigate him shooting the video on the block, y'all weren't supposed to do the most. Y'all weren't supposed to look through memory cards, take memory cards. That wasn't supposed to be the nature of the investigation. So they threw out all video evidence, and here's the thing. There's no witnesses that say young boy had a gun. Nor, if y'all don't have the video of young boy having a gun, right? Which, once y'all threw out the memory cards, it's lit. Like, this should be a formality. It should be a dropped case. Some way, somehow, an appellate judge in the last month or two, the feds brought it to like damn near the Supreme Court, and they said, oh, nah, during that investigation, it was okay for the cops to check memory cards and use that as evidence. What does that mean? The video or pictures of young boy with the gun in his hand could be used again. So now the case that was looking really weak in Louisiana looks kind of strong now, especially since they brought it to damn near almost the highest court, and almost the highest court is saying, yo, you could use this evidence against young boy. So he's still on house arrest. Obviously, he's getting, he's probably tired of being on house arrest. That's just what it is. But he has to try to figure out how to get rid of this evidence where he has this gun on a, what do you call it again? He has the gun on the fucking memory card. So he's hoping that another judge overturns it. But other than that, that shit could jam him up. Obviously, if they're giving him a plea, it's going to be a jail plea, a prison plea. That's going to require him serving years in prison. So he wants to try to do the unthinkable, which is beat the feds twice. That seems very difficult, but also the feds, I believe, are looking at it like, yo, y'all just beat us in California. Ain't no way you finna do it twice. People talk about the 97% conviction rate of the feds. No one expects that to be twice. Like you did it, you did the shit motherfucking twice. You get what I mean? So that's gonna keep him up. He's gonna do a bunch of more appeals, and if you ask me, I don't think we should hear anything on that case. Right now is August. I don't think we should hear anything on that case until end of the year. So if you're wondering when young boy might be off house arrest or when he might be the case, I still think it's another year to go. Okay? All right. All right. The hell? Somebody says King Von friends J Hood said on No Jumper that Von told him Melly did it. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Okay. Um. All right. Okay. Chat. I'm probably gonna have to run. I gotta go. Gotta go sit down with my man AD from I was gonna say no jumper, but AD from Community. I gotta go do a off the record interview with him, and I'll be back afterwards. Not too sure if I'll be streaming afterwards, but just please rest and believe that my daily streams are back, which means I've streamed today, I'll be streaming tomorrow, and I'll be streaming the next day. So I apologize for the long hiatus, but 100% I'm back. And please, if you guys have been looking at my story or watching what's been going on, I am trying to make sure we get a full sellout of our first show, which is Academics and Friends. I'm starting to tap into my friends to see who I'm going to bring. But yeah, please, if you guys haven't bought a ticket, please go buy a ticket. It would definitely do the world to help what we got going on. Please send me a message if you've bought a ticket that I could at least personally thank you or try to make sure, we have a few perks with some of the tickets that you guys could be enjoying them. All right. Somebody says, please talk about the Academy. So with this show that I'm doing that weekend, I'm also launching the Academy, which is essentially we have a studio space that's going to be used for, in-house talent, but also outside talent as well. And we're going to be launching and trying to be, again, our version of launching our own shows that's separate from just only academics. So, of course, you're going to always have me, and I'm going to be doing my thing. And, if you only like me, fine. But we're going to be launching a bunch of other things, trying to give opportunities to other people, but also try to produce other shows, okay? Somebody said, am I coming to LA? Of course, that's the plan. It's one step at a time. Once we get out here good, we'll be in LA afterwards and shit. I think we have a standing invite from the community and, of course, back on Fig. They want to do something with us out in LA too. So somebody said show them braids. It's kind of like box braids right now. Like it's kind of like I'll show y'all. I got my little shit. I got my shit popping. It's all good. You know what I mean? It's all good though. But yeah. Hey, okay, cool. Let me see. Can I hit another topic? I know I gotta rush to go get to where I gotta go to. By the way, this is all my fault. This is what happens when I don't stream. There's so many fucking topics I didn't get to. Let me see. Oh my God, we didn't even get to the Yak and Boosie shit. Hey, and by the way, I know some of y'all might be like even question like the hair growth and stuff. I don't know, like it's been my brand and I've wore a hat for 10 years. I just feel like, it's kind of like out of style, like honestly. So I've just been like, listen, I'm gonna grow my hair a little bit and I'm pretty much gonna ditch the hat. Like maybe a couple months, I just ditch the hat, my nigga. You know what I mean? As long as my shit is long enough, I could do a couple styles. Cause I can't do the Drake. You know Drake and them niggas, they be putting the fake hair in their shit. I can't do that. So, you know what I mean? I gotta keep it real. So as soon as my shit's a little bit longer, you know what I mean, I'll ditch the hat at times. I still love my hat and everything, but like, nigga, I'm in my 30s and I've been rocking a fucking hat to the point y'all thought I really had no hair. So I'm like, all right, bet. We're gonna switch it up. Also, I have a little grown man appeal a little bit. It's all good. Somebody said, when is Flacco and Kyrie fighting? Man, y'all niggas is demons. Somebody said Drake don't have fake hair. Take that back. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I think the boy do got them fake braids. Like I think he got extensions to it. I just found out about the braid game. I'm like, how did Drake hair? Because I asked even the chick who braid my hair. I said, how did Drake get his hair that long? One day he had some shit, and then the next day the nigga had these big ass braids. It was like, man, that nigga putting hair in his head, man. That's just how it go. All right, Gladiate, he says, Whack is 100% a walking conviction. He's helping a snitch, but it's cool because it's about money. But under no circumstances could anybody violate rules about him. Or you saying Whack is a contradiction because he's working with 6ix9ine? Well, I don't think that would make me think he's a contradiction. He said what Kodak said. Yo, he'll do business with 6ix9ine. He won't do street politics with 6ix9ine. And I think he's also maintaining, by the way, this is the reason I don't get mad at Kodak, even though it's not my place to get mad at Kodak anyway. Bro, if you think 6ix9ine is the only snitch niggas is going to have to work with, like, I look at Kodak working with 6ix9ine just like how Meek worked with Desiree Perez. And I know y'all want to make it a difference, but it's the same fucking thing. And by the way, I look at it the same way, just like I look at it with Young Thug allowing Gunna to drop. Like, y'all got to get out of these little weird little things and stop being kids and being grown men. This is a business. Young Thug don't like Gunna, but he don't like Gunna to release Gunna for free, that Gunna could be a free agent. He's still making money off Gunna. If he's such a snitch and you hate snitches, why do you let him still drop under YSL? You could drop him. You don't drop him. You keep him there because he's making money for you. Like I know sometimes y'all act real juvenile in your thought about these things. This is a big business right here. All that snitching shit is cool, but these people are gaining millions of dollars. And they're not giving up millions of dollars. That's what I'm saying. Why y'all mad at Kodak? These niggas is not giving up millions of dollars for snitches. They'll work with these corporate snitches. They won't release the nigga who got a viral hit called Fuck You Mean because he snitched. But of course you're mad at Kodak. What y'all want niggas to do? If you're gonna keep it one way, keep it one way. But keep it like that with everything. And y'all know, y'all say I've been hating on Gunna. But I could point that out about Thug. Okay, yeah, you hate, okay, he snitched on you, quote unquote. But how much do you hate snitches if you don't drop him from your label? He's still on your label. And he's on your label capping it up saying he kept it solid. But I know why. Your sister said why. Because you're gaining a lot of money from him being hot. So in certain situations, the snitches ain't that bad when they make you money. So why should Kodak think it's that bad when a snitch, quote unquote, is giving him mad money? Bro, let's actually put this shit together. You're right, business is business. Make this shit make sense for me. Make it make sense. Oh shit. By the way, yo, y'all gonna have me fucking be late to this. Yo, AD gonna be tight like your act. I thought you fought with me. Hold on. Yo, did you see this? Yo, everybody knows there's no mystery in Mondo's history, bro. But what the fuck was this, chat? Y'all seen this? Hold on. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, where the fuck? Wait. Oh, here we go.
They arrested Fremondo Crenshaw, who raps under the name YSL Mondo. New at 5, Channel 2's Michael Seiden is live in Cobb County. And Michael, this suspect has a connection to another well-known Atlanta rapper.
Yeah, you know, YSL Mondo's been all over social media talking about how he and hip-hop superstar Young Thug were the co-founders of Young Stoner Life Records. Now, I want to be very clear, he is not charged in that YSL indictment in Fulton County, but he is charged here in Cobb County, and next month he's expected to be inside that courthouse to face a judge.
Fans who visit his YouTube page know him as YSL Mondo, a local rapper with strong ties to hip-hop superstar Young Thug. But tonight, Fremondo Crenshaw is in some serious trouble after investigators arrested the 31-year-old on multiple drug, gun, and gang charges stemming from an arrest last month. In fact, this is an exclusive look at what investigators see.
They arrested
What? I ain't gonna lie. Yo, this is hey, this is the reason why you ain't never know what niggas had going on, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I ain't saying this to embarrass him because this is my man. I fuck with Mondo. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yo, Mondo asked me for like $3,000. He was like, "Yo, could I hold $3,000?" He was like, time's tough, and I was like, "Damn." I was like, "Yo, shit." I even been on my live stream on this and third. I was thinking about it, type of shit. I was like. I'm looking online. I'm like, this nigga flossing. He had the bands. Yo, he had the pills. Yo, he had the clocks. No. Yo, when a nigga asks you for bread and you see him in the club later on, you're like, nigga, ain't you? Hey, what? Oh. Right. He was like, yo, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, let me hold this. I'm like, we just did the collab on the No Mystery and His History. You know what I mean? Yo, the cops did the money spread. I'm like, oh. But I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna be naive. Like, clearly, maybe he was asking me on that type shit because he was trying to keep it straight, like on the straight and narrow. He clearly got back to trapping. This nigga clearly got back to trapping, nigga. What's this right here? Polka dot? What's this? What's polka dot? You got a little, what's in these? The Perkies or the Xannies? How much these goes for? A little $30 pill or something like that? This is the only thing that got me fucked up and got me confused. My boy had the hard drive. This is the encrypted joint. My boy had a hard drive? What gangster got a hard drive? Nah, that's fire. My boy had the hard drive. Is these the 223s? Not the extended mag. How much is this? Nah, this ain't a pound of weed. Nah, this is the YSL starter kit. Holy. Yo, what's on that hard drive, gang? I ain't gonna lie. Well, first of all, the guns, I don't look at it no crazy way. Yo, you're in Atlanta. My boy still got to pass Cleveland Ave. Oh, polka dot is shroom bars? Holy. Yo, this is when I knew, I'm like, yo, there really no mystery in Mondo history? I don't know what this is. This nigga looked like he had a pack called Free YSL. That's gangster. Nah, that's gangster. The Free YSL loud pack? Come on! Free my brothers at the cage? The Free YSL loud pack? Oh my God. Nah, that shit's hidden. Is this a charger? It's like a multi-port charger right here. The flash drive. Nigga even got 2 licenses. 2 licenses? Maybe this is his juvenile license. You know when they have your license and it's not like it's vertical and then they put it sideways? Maybe that's it. Why you got 2 licenses? Yo, why the news even got all this shit up here like this? They the feds. Nah, ain't no mystery. My man Mondo history, man. Fuck that. Nah, these not business cards, gang. This is some other shit. Nah. All right, yo, chat. You know we got to get this nigga bail, right? Yo, hold on. We about to stream a song real quick. Nah, we got to get this nigga bail. We got to get YSL Mondo bail. I ain't going to hold you. We got to get him bail, bro. What's that song he had again? Oh, Little Buddy.
I'm still smoking one of them. Ain't never told on no nigga. I put that on my money. Yeah, I know the feds watch it. I still told my rifle. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. You ever listen to a song after a nigga got locked up? That nigga be saying everything in the song that they put in the indictment. And I know the feds still watching, but I got my gun. Like this nigga just said everything.
Yeah, I know the feds watch it. I still told my rifle. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Fuck them pussy cars, they need to free your spider. Put that on the Bible, step on all my rivals. I got voices in my head, but I'm not suicidal. Yeah, it telling me to get this paper, it telling me to fuck a hater. Yeah, it telling me to stack this cash up and fuck these hoes later. Gotta tell you to keep it real, and I don't want you around me. Pop a perk, post some walk, just to wash it down.
Pop a perk? I know this ain't them perks right here. Where the lean to wash it down though?
They burn they water down. I smoke straight out the pound. I know these.
He smoked straight out the pound. Now this nigga real. Yo, there might be really no mystery in this nigga's history. Yo, this is crazy. Yo, there's really no mystery in Mondo's history.
People be telling lie, they wearing cap and gowns. Mondo fuck your mama. Mondo fuck your.
The only thing that's missing is some condoms. So, you see any condoms in this bitch?
Nigga, I was poppin' shit back in the day. We was poppin' that crucial. See your bitch here choosing. She got a big old booty. I don't need no shooter. I'm my own shooter.
I don't need no shooter. I'm my own shooter. One gun, 2 gun, 3 gun. Sounds about right. You don't need no shooter when you got 3 of them bitches. Like, what the fuck? Okay.
This a glizzy, not a Ruger. I might slang you.
This a glizzy, not a Ruger. Holy shit. Nah, Mondo was keeping it too real.
Like let Luger, RIPs, they coming through you. That one probably run by shooter. I spend racks on my shoes. Bitch, I'm rude, I run rude. Yeah, I'm still pushing P. I don't know nothing about little dude. They done made me.
Nah, he was still pushing P. Polka dot?
Shaw, who
About little dude, they done made me mad. I'm right back on their ass. I been popping shit, I been popping tags. Oh, I made them mad. Oh, just like they dad. I just keep it real. That's just how I feel. Even though little buddy told, I'm still smoking one of them. Ain't never told on no nigga, I put that on my mama. Yeah, I know the feds watching. I still told my rifle. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. One thing we can say about Mondo is that he ain't gonna tell on a soul about this shit. Yo, chat, later on we gotta look up this nigga's bail, man. Oh man. Polka dot person. Yo, chat. Let me go chop it up with AD, man. I'm gonna catch y'all later, man. Yo, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, and I apologize to y'all. I know y'all miss me, and I miss y'all even more. So, we could either consider this the first day of, I'm back to daily streaming. Every day we got to go put the work in. And, sometimes a break like that is therapeutic. Obviously you can't interrupt with life. And sometimes I do get sick or, whatever might happen. But I appreciate y'all sticking with me. And, yeah, not too sure if I'm going to be back on tonight, but absolutely tomorrow at some point too. So please, thank you guys for watching. I know we didn't get to all the topics. We didn't get to the I want to do the Kodak and Boosie thing because, by the way, I'll give you a spoiler alert. I am not on Boosie's side with that. I think Boosie is being a little bit hypocritical, and I don't think Boosie's being an OG. Not when it comes to that. I think Boosie's using ego and other things like that to try to prove a point when in reality is like, bro, not everything's a Vlad TV interview if y'all niggas is so street. Like, you're trying to call out a young guy who probably had his own reasons to do what he did. And when you had your own reasons to do what you did when it came to T.I., people accepted it, even though you still didn't fully tell us what the fuck happened. I get it. You have like, oh, you met up, but like, you start saying vague shit like, yo, whoa, me and T.I., like, he did a lot for me. Well, if that's your reason, why can't Kodak has his own reason? Why if you were elder in the streets, you got to be telling him that, oh, he'll suck dick for that, he'll do that. You put a young guy who's now supposed to be a street dude like you on the defensive. You know what I mean? And you of anybody should know how young street dudes act when they're put in a position of their reputation or their everything about them is tested. Why would you want to do that to Kodak? Like, what is that for? Why do you think you got to be authoritarian on that? Second of all, is like, do you do this when it comes to everybody in your neighborhoods? Because you're not no rap police anti-snitch guy. Like, who do you think? Like, you're the anti-snitch guy for rap? If you just hate all rats, what about everybody who snitch in your neighborhood? What about everybody in Louisiana? Like, there's a lot of people for you to address before you get to Kodak. So, you know, for me, like, so with all due respect, I don't think Kodak is carrying, I don't think Boosie's carrying it as somebody who, you know, granted, yeah, nobody say you got to co-sign this shit, but the way you speaking against it and the way you speaking on these other men who making their own decision, it's like you make it so personal, like y'all in the same hood or that nigga snitched on you. And I don't think that same energy is kept. So, you know, we'll kind of look at the back and forth, and I'll probably try to explain a little bit more of why I have my opinion. Granted, I'm not no street nigga, but like, I'm watching like Boosie like act like a child. Like, Boosie's act like a kid. Like, Boosie, you a grown man, bro. Like, it's like at a certain point I ain't tell you to agree with shit, but like, bro, at a certain point, nigga, you running up behind these shit trying to check a nigga who like 24, 25 about if he a real street nigga because he did a song? Like, what are we doing, man? It's like everything you're doing, like, bro, last year you got shot. Like, how's the game you giving to the youth still about snitching and not about prevention of certain of these things? It feels like you grown, but you still so juvenile. You stuck in that same shit that's really fucking people up. So really, are you for the positivity of any of these young men who do look up to you? I think that's a bigger discussion to be had, you know, and probably other people who just more in that environment could really carry that conversation better than me, because I'm not no street nigga, but it just kind of look weird when Boosie's acting like a child versus Kodak, who's like half his age. Looks crazy. And it's not about 6ix9ine. It just looks crazy. It's like, bro, like, I don't know if it's the Vlad TV interviews or whatever. You don't got to be the kingpin on snitching. Oh my God. Like I saw Boosie's like, oh my God, my heart is so hurt. I'm hurt. I'm like, damn, Boosie, like, you acting like this shit is mad personal to you. Bro, these are rap niggas. You clearly ain't know Kodak that well. You ain't call him. You dissed him online. Why did you think you expected some other shit, brother? These are things I want to know. Anyway, people chat. Let me go kick it with AD. Y'all let me know. Hit me with the DMs if you want me to ask him any questions. But we probably just going to be chopping it up about just whatever about, you know, live streaming and just kind of get an update on everything, all right? I will see you guys either later tonight or I will see you guys tomorrow. I appreciate you guys tuning back in after all this time of me not streaming. And this is how loyal I have been. Please go check out the tickets for the show. And yeah, let me go feed Pluto and then I'm out of here, all right? Bye, y'all.